Welcome, everyone. We are yet again back in the wild and wonderful world of Cataclysm. As we last left our ne'er-do-wells, they were invited to dinner with the Lord of Bones in his delightful, sumptuous palace known as the Bone Zone, which I should have never allowed them to let that name stick, but yet
Hmm.
here we are. See the price of your freedom. Let me just scroll up to what the hell I was doing. All right. You're seated down, as you see on the map, in a banquet. The food there is sumptuous, resplendent, and delightful. The Bone Lord seems to have put on as much fanfare as humanly possible. Um, all of the food that is served before you is going to be your prototypically favorite meal, but rendered in the most elaborate and exquisite style possible. Who would like to describe what's in front of their face at the present moment?
I would.
Okay, let's let Silas get the rocks off because they've been edging for like 6 weeks.
hmm it's your mom.
God
So,
his fucking ass.
all right, now in all seriousness, what is actually on your plate?
It's a bowl of grits that looks like a woman. That's
S-
not a joke.
6 months of waiting for this moment. Now, who wishes
Future.
to?
I must
Okay,
specify.
okay, good. Who
It's
wishes to go next? Anybody? Who dares go next? How about Milo? Milo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Milo. Oh no. What's on your plate,
what?
Milo?
You desperately wanted human flesh to get brought back on the menu. Well, here it comes. Careful what you wish for.
so
Sorry.
so I think so this time Milo's not actually eating human flesh. He's eating elf flesh.
Okay, go on. I'm very
Yeah,
intrigued.
sometimes you got to mix it up. Human is his preferred cuisine, but this is like he's got like kind of like a couple of fillets, and he's got a little pate with a little like elf ear to like dip it.
Oh, toast points.
Blech.
Yeah, yeah,
Toast.
oh yeah, yeah, toasted, yeah, toasted elf ears. Yeah, yeah, exactly. See, human ears, you could get more of a
Those are
scoop.
like the
Like you can
scoops
get
of
more
protein.
in one scoop. They're like Tostitos scoops, but the
Yeah.
elf ears get a little crispier. It's more like a yeah,
Those
yeah,
puffy
yeah. It's a
crispy
little
things
crispier.
whenever you get spinach dip.
Exactly, perfect for spinach artichoke dip.
That was so beautifully in theme. Take an inspo for that one, my guy. That was now I got to think about elvish toast tips. This is fucking great. Hi, Asger. What are you eating, my good man?
Same thing as every time. A
The
giant chunk of Tarask.
the finest. It's actually Tarask tartare. He served the flesh to you raw with a delicate seasoning and melted butter on it and what have you. It's prepared um, in a very old traditional goblin way. Your preference. Mm. Now, all right, Ponike, what are you eating, and why does it involve chili peppers?
It doesn't actually. So,
Breaking the mold. All right, go on.
so because we are in Wabar, and because her favorite food is curry, specifically her wife's curry, um, she knows that no matter where she orders, it will not be her wife's curry. So she's gonna go with her second favorite food, which is uh, basically it is pheasant with wild berry sauce, and it kind of like almost like how you would prepare a duck, but it is pheasant, and there are wild berries and little bits of like fresh grain and like corn, and a couple little like worms because at the end of the day, she is a bird.
I want you all to make perception checks as you dig into your meals.
Never a good thing to hear.
When you're eating.
Let's see what we have here.
Can you roll for me? Am I
Oh, is it giving you?
boundaries weird?
It should
It's not
just be.
loading.
It should be loading for you perfectly on that fucking computer, but we'll see.
Look at
Okay.
that, double 13s. Lucky strike, baby.
Nice. All right. Ponike, Milo, and Asger, as you're digging into your meal, it tastes and smells and feels like the real thing, but it's not the real thing. It's simply a memory of it. It's a representation of it. And you can almost feel that as you consume it, the memory of that meal, the joy that you take from it, almost seems to wither and disappear from your mind almost. And you ever so tantalizingly manage to grasp onto that memory before it leaves your body, and you hold on to that savory flavor. Now, Silas, my good man, as you dig into your meal, the sensation of your favorite grit dish begins to wither away in your mind, and the memory is gone as you finish the bowl.
Something don't feel right about this.
Too much salt.
Too much salt.
Wait, are you saying we no longer have the memory of
Y'all
this
have it.
food?
I don't.
No, the only person who lost it is Silas because they didn't perceive it well enough. Everyone else did fine, but you came tantalizingly close to it. Now, as you finish your meals, oh God, okay, I want a group vote here. What in the Sam hell is Lady Ilmaro eating, if at all?
A lovely looking cake with purple icing. Um, a
It's
really
just a
big
void.
apple carved to look like a rose, and like a hand
Huh?
holding
Okay,
it.
It's just a void.
I love it.
Like the middle of the cake, instead of it, like that's on the edge
Yeah,
of the
instead of,
cake,
like,
but the middle of
blackberry
the cake
jam
looks
and
like a
the
fucking
filling, it's void.
black hole.
It was my favorite birthday party. They pulled out all the stops. I got to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Charles Entertainment
Charles
Cheese has always been my favorite archlich.
Actually, in the world of Eberron, Charles Entertainment Cheese is a very famous gnomish artificer who runs a chain of animatronic-themed children's restaurants.
Warforged.
Oh, okay,
Oh
that's
my
free.
god, the animatronics have unionized.
That's why he went out of business. That's pretty goddamn funny. I have to remember that one. All right. She's actually looking um, on her plate is a single emerald gem, and you can see that she picks it off the plate and kind of shoots daggers across the table at the Bone Lord, and then kind of sinks in a little bit in her chair and just stares at it.
Leave our old lady friend alone.
What's with the Chaos Emerald?
Is that a dinner mint?
Give me a perception check if you wish to scrutinize it, because she seems to be entranced by it.
I mean, I just straight up asked her.
25!
It's almost like she doesn't hear you. Here, give me 1 minute. I have to send Andre the link to the fucking server.
Sorry, this damn thing is taking for. There we go.
That's persuasion.
Motherfucker.
You persuade them to tell you what it is.
It's one less.
All right. Ponike and Silas, you notice that the emerald itself, well, an emerald, also has a laser etched. You know, like you see those crystals, and there's like something on the inside that's like little bubbles and whatnot. And you can see that there's a faint image in it of what seems to be a dragon and an elf.
Her
Oh.
parents.
Yes. Now, Silas and Pony Gay, you understand that she is looking at an image of her parents. She seems to be lost in it. How would you like to rouse her from her stupor?
From under the table, so that way I don't make a scene above the table or damage anyone's food, and I'm sitting right next to her. I'll just give her a little pinch on the thigh.
Oh.
Dual cast power word kill.
Hands
She,
off!
oh, she lets out a faint startled gasp, and the emerald clangs on the plate, sending out a resounding clink that rings through the hall. She pauses for a moment, takes the emerald, and places it in her pocket. I did not think that I would see such a thing again so soon. What is the meaning of these theatrics, Bone Lord? You see him kind of stand up on his haunches a little bit, stretch as much as he can because he's just the tattered remnants of bones, covered in armor. The plates begin to creak and they wrangle. I brought you here, and I gave you these things to know what you are going to lose and what you have already lost. For those who have journeyed only a little while, I gave you a literal taste of that which can disappear so quickly as one pursues glory. And for others who have already lost, I reminded you of that which has already been taken. You see Lady Ilmaro give him a bit of a scowl. You are making your way through this realm. You're making your way through this realm. Actually, here, give me 1 second. I have to give Andre some tech support really quick. We're going to pause for about a fiver. All right, we are back into it right now. Where the hell were we before I paused the fucking thing? Oh yeah, he was reminding everyone about what you've lost. Now, I believe that the lot of you seek to bring this plane into alignment so you can make a new world. Do you know who I am? Or rather, what I once was?
I completely
Well, if you're
forgot
now a lord, I assume before that you were just
the
a
guy.
leader. Leader, leaders into lords. Too old of an expression for y'all, fucking youngsters.
We're not stupid. You can explain shit. God, you're high and mighty.
I am mighty, but I am not high yet.
I wish I was.
God.
She passes you a joint.
Thank you. I light it up at the table.
The Bone Lord points to a sign that says, "Please refrain from smoking."
Silas relaxes.
Ponygate leaves the room.
All right. If you do not know who I am the first to put a boot upon a mortal's neck. I am the first to draw a blade from a scabbard and use it to press others into service. I am the locus of all tyranny and the end result of authority. I am tyranny and oppression made manifest, and I was brought here to cater to its whims for all eternity. The meaning of this dinner is simple. Can you be proper tyrants? Can you be good, he says with quotations, despots? I'm not going to have you making your way into the new realm unless you know what hard decisions need to be made.
Sir, not to be disrespectful, but we've already committed genocide at least 3 times. And one time it was just a side effect. We're at least on the right track. Do you
Tyranny
mind if I smoke?
demands purpose.
Can I tell you a story?
I imagine that even if I said no, you would still tell it.
No,
It's a
no.
good
If
story, friend.
if you didn't want to hear it, I wouldn't tell it.
No, please continue. Tell me your tale.
So, um, Silas, I'm just gonna apologize in advance because you're not gonna like what you're about to hear.
Oh, great. He plugs his ear. Actually, no, he leaves and smokes.
I spent the first few decades of my life doing what Aethon made me for, burning dead crops so the people could till their land. And it was an enjoyable life. People loved me. I'd spend 3 or 4 months after their harvest clearing crops, lighting their hearths, warming their cold winter nights, the works. People began giving tributes to me, baskets of fruit, bread, fish, meat, and she gestures to the empty plate with just a couple of crumbs and sauce on it. It was a cush lifestyle. Then the tributes became more, oh, what's a word? Bloody. That's a word you should understand. It started with a small village in Kabara, sacrificing a feral pig. I never asked for it, but they had strung the poor thing up alive, so I put it out of its misery. Thought nothing of it, almost like snuffing a cigarette butt. A mercy killing. But then people all over started tying up their animals and their dead crops. And I just put them out of their misery and went on with it until I came upon one village who had people tied up. I landed and I could hear what they were shouting. Prisoner this, heretic that. They had such malice in their eyes, and it was so thick I couldn't even see my own reflection. Finally looked around and realized that the tributes that they had been leaving me could have been used to feed the starving people of their village, or to feed neighboring villages whose crops turned sour. They hoarded resources and delivered them to a false god. And I knew what I had to do. Rather than tilling soil, I began tilling whole villages. And the power I got from it tilled me into a new being, a being of destruction, of death.
I find that our passions in life can consume us, taking from us, changing us alchemically. As you give yourself towards a new thing, it changes you. But you touched upon another thing that I believe is very important. There are many systems in play in the world before us. Your social, your political, your cultural, in your case, religious. Those systems, by and large, function almost off of, I believe the artificer term for it is inertia, a tendency to continue from an initial start. These systems tend to endlessly cycle, having a momentum of their own. But there are things that can stop these tides. And I think you touched upon this. There were those that catered to a system that you saw ill-suited to what was good for them, and you sought to correct that error. Does that sound accurate, Ponike?
In so many words, yes.
You see, there are systems where people consent. There are relationships. There are simple business transactions. But what you speak of, faith, politics, culture, that's ideology. And ideology needs not just to consider those that enter in willingly, but those that must be dragged in, kicking and screaming. And sometimes those malcontents have to be burned away for the sake of the system, lest it fall apart. You cannot tolerate intolerance, especially when the greater good is on the line. How do you keep people in line if you're not around or if you're not paying attention? How do you have someone feel like there is an eye upon their back at every moment? If you are to be divine, you cannot spend your time with a keen eye on every mortal soul. You're going to need to make something that goes along on its own momentum. You see, people are only as free so long as they are in chains. Your ideas, whatever new thing you seek to create, will erode over time, wear down, break down. It'll eventually evaporate into nothing. Even ideas do that. The physical and the metaphysical erode. The memory of a good meal, given sufficient passage, can pass into nothingness. Merely a memory, a recollection of recollection of recollection. Nothing remaining. How will the four of you prevent this entropy and make it so that goodness, because I imagine that is what your aim is, will continue without your ever watchful eye? Stares at the four of you and awaits an answer.
Silas leans in, with the joint in his hand, and he goes, to be rude, sir. God, that was a lot of speech. I think you might be a little too far removed to comment on it properly. But I've seen plenty people hold up good when good didn't need to be factored in. They did it because they wanted to. I saw that as immortal. I think once we get people going, they'll be okay. There's an inherent goodness in folk when there could be ugliness. It's up to them to use it. It ain't up to us to abuse it.
I don't believe
Of course you don't.
that you can have faith in the goodness of people.
Well,
People are
you ain't
not.
people, are you?
I used to be mortal in ages past.
Mm-mm.
Mortals are not bred with any inherency. They're not good. They're not evil.
Well,
They're
maybe I'll
shaped
make them better.
like water takes on the shape of the vessel that it is in.
Undertaking the shape of. Okay, well, it's a good thing you're not coming along then, are you? You won't have to worry.
I may not, but I have to ask you, what do you do with evil?
Put up with it.
You would allow it to transpire, or would you seek to correct it?
I think I'll field this one.
Yeah. Well, look, Milo, pardon me, and I'll make it brief because you are the authority. No offense, but
You fucking kidding? Yeah.
just to be brief, there can't be good without shit to push against it. It'll be terrible, but nobody has an opportunity to be good unless there's something else that could happen. Milo, floor is yours.
I liked what you said about vessels. It's true. And in this existence, in this world, everything ripped into place. Everything.
Oh, hey, hold on a second, Andre. You're breaking
Oh,
up a bit.
what's
Make
up?
sure the mic is, make sure it's around your neck and it's centered close to you and what have you.
It is around my neck. How about this?
Yeah, that's much better. Just make sure to keep it stable and speak pretty loud because it's kind of warbling a little bit on your end.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna kind of tuck my chin into my chest and speak. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're coming in crystal clear. Go ahead.
Great. We've only had one vessel, this existence. We are going to create a new vessel, a shape which has not been seen before. All this talk of ideology and that's it's just the past. It's not it won't be real anymore. It will just be a forgotten legend. We cannot assume that the new world will behave in the same as the old world because it will be built differently. I understand your concerns and your skepticism, but this is all very new. We cannot assume that we will have the same roadblocks as this existence currently does. Nor can we predict what we might encounter once we create. But it will be different.
I find that interesting. But pray tell, and riddle me this. You are shaped by what you once were and are and will be, and the shape of that will go with you, and the shape of that will shape the vessels to come, and they will be tainted by the rot, by the form, and by the thought of prior things. It is inevitable. What evil are you going to bring into this new world, and how will you stamp it out?
Um, Milo takes a little look at Asker and then looks back and says, my vessel has already been broken. I've spilled out. I'm no longer contained or tethered by anything but my new destiny, the shaper of the new world. I've abandoned my baggage.
Do you really think a creature as senior as yourself can be entirely shorn from the past?
Hmm. I suppose. Yes, okay. I see what you're saying. But no, I think I will carry it with me. Where I came from, what I once was. That doesn't mean I will let my past, what I no longer am, become a guiding principle. And besides, I'm on a team.
Hmm.
It won't just be my say. This is not my world, it's our world. And any anything I may bring along with me that's undesirable will be mitigated by the desirable properties that my party brings. I have full faith in this.
Hmm. So you believe that all the virulent poisons of the past that you are going to bring into this new world will somehow mix and become neutral?
I don't think we should um this again, it's if we were creating another world like this one, that may be a consideration. But this is something no one has seen before. It wouldn't be a useful exercise to assume it's got the same properties that the what we call poison in this reality. We have no idea what it is in the future days, in the new world.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. I suppose I am briefly satisfied. Ponike, have you anything to say?
The only thing that really bubbles up to the top of my mind is that things tend to balance themselves out. The people who seek darkness, the people who seek to oppress and be bigoted and hurtful and hateful, there will be better people who rise up. There will be revolutions, and our hand will simply have to allow that to happen. Entropy is an inevitability. We can make the prettiest pearl in the world, but slime grows on everything at the bottom of the ocean.
Hmm.
But eventually, it'll be cleaned again. Bigots always lose. They'll come and they'll oppress the people, and the people will rise up and kick out the despots, and then they'll oppress people, and so on and so forth. An endless cycle that simply exists.
Hmm. Are you familiar with gnomish philosophy?
I can't say I am.
There's a particular gnome from a while back. I forgot his name off the top of my skull. But he had a
It's
very.
not our gnome, is it?
What was that?
It ain't our gnome, is it?
No. He's much older than that. He came up with this concept as a dialectic. Essentially, there's always two competing things. One will inevitably consume the other, and then it will be challenged by another. Repeat ad nauseum. Good versus evil will constantly shift, mutate. One of these binaries will consume the other and form a thing that this gnome referred to as a synthesis, a new thing, a hegemon. And that will have another antithesis, and they will keep consuming one another over and over and over and over again. How are you going to make sure that that rat race doesn't end toward something horrendous?
Just what you said. If that race ends in something horrendous, something equally as good. I'm not sure if you're familiar with primordial sciences, but a scientist long ago once stated that for every action, there must be an equal yet opposite reaction. So
Ah,
if they end up in something horrendous, something horrendously good will come and equal it out.
how long did the demons hold sway over Eberron again? Remind me. Actually, Milo, how long was it?
It was quite a stretch.
I'm actually, let me look it up really quick.
Well, like a million years?
Yeah, it is a long fucking goddamn time. No, it was 9 million years. 9 million years of objectively evil rule. 9 million years.
That's actually older than Milo is.
Yeah, he can't.
Well, for 9 million years. And yet it fell. It fell to dust. To the point, and she'll point at Milo. This is all that remains of 9 million years of tyranny.
That line was so
Balanced.
fucking based.
What?
You make Silas's eyes go wide and he coughs.
This is what remains of 9 million years of tyranny. It's just so incredibly good. All right, go on, go on.
A simple, strong-willed man who chose to forgo his god.
And it only took 3 million years. I want you to imagine the suffering they can endure over a populace of millions for 9 million years. That is a long time to tolerate what no creature would consider good. It was evil
Well,
for 9 million years. How will your system prevent 9 million years of tyrannical evil?
By starting at year one. This is all. This is all very terrible, what has happened. What my people have done to so many. It's atrocious. But it's no longer. We are not them. Millions of years of oppression and torment actually isn't relevant right now, I'm afraid to say.
I mean, there are so many generations that were born in a broken system and died in a broken system that they have no point of reference. To them, that was the normal. That was the good. The sun shined, their crops grew, They ate and went to bed.
I can relate to that.
All right.
If you wake,
Don't be gay.
an old compatriot of mine used to say that if you woke up every single day to a slap in the face, you would assume that's how everyone woke up. It isn't until someone tells you that you're being oppressed that you take a step back and realize your oppression. So, yes, people suffered from our outside perspective. Yes, people suffered over 9 million years, but that's 9 million years. A normal person lives 100 at most. That is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction.
Let us say that you decide to commit some heinous act, which I will not describe. Simply think in your mind of the most heinous thing that a person can do. And you were to do that act upon a person who was an amnesiac. They could not remember what you did. You do the act to them, and within a few moments, they've forgotten that it has happened. Have you committed an evil act, or have you done nothing?
You've done the act. You remember.
It is interesting that you speak to me about perspective. An evil act is always an evil act. If we were in a society where I could, I don't know, pull the fingers from a woman's hand for reading, and that society had been doing that for thousands of years, it does not matter if to them they are accustomed to it. It is still evil, and it should not be tolerated.
I agree.
Why, then, and how are you going to keep goodness, I suppose the easiest term for it, is consistent and objective, and not allow the rot of false perspective to place the wool over their eyes?
Well, how would you do it if you're so sure about everything?
Force.
Yeah, that's what a wuss would say.
I have a question.
Good
Regale
luck.
me.
This the hypothetical nature of this discussion, and oh, what if this, what if that? Why should anything exist?
Hmm.
What if 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 we are shackled by the trepidation of what will go wrong? Why don't we just end it? Why have any existence? Why fucking bother?
Milo, if you believe that to be true, and you see him place his hand upon his scabbard and pull out a long, elegant sword made from pressed shadows, kill yourself right now.
That's kind of mean.
He takes the blade.
You said what yourself right now?
Kill yourself.
If
Isn't
you
that mean?
believe fatalism to be so overbearing, then kill yourself right now.
I believe in the future more than I believe in the past. Not just in the sense that that's what I put my efforts and faith into. In the very existence of it, the future is more real than the past. The future is the only thing that we can affect through the present. The past is a lie told by those who remain. I don't believe. Why bother? I am not fatalist. I'm asking you. I'm asking you if we are to be locked into inaction by the fear of doing something wrong, why bother do anything at all?
Hmm.
Yeah,
An
to think.
interesting point. I believe I have only one thing to say to you before we close out this soiree. The sisters told you something, did they not? What you would need to accomplish here?
Yes, they did.
What did they say?
That in Mabar, we have to accept. We have to recognize the fall and decay.
What is going to decay fastest but the past and old ways? It is a corpse in actuality, in physicality, and in reality. But what may never die? The future, the ever living. I believe Milo has found the wisdom here. You are free to go. You have my blessing.
Thank you for the dinner. You didn't have to do that.
I believe
No,
that you should always.
you did have to do the dinner. I appreciate the dinner, but it was definitely a must have.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
wouldn't have done this
kind of.
without a little grub.
Now, I suppose since our other guest has been so quiet, I have but one thing for the esteemed Lady Ilmara. The past is gone, and the future remains. But there is another kingdom that is yet to fall, and that is the one of love. Father and daughter, mother and daughter, daughter and parents. I know why you are here. He dwells to the east in his old citadel. I bid you adieu.
Is his name Rick?
Shut up.
No. There, Lady Ilmara, you will find your father. He has been here quite some time. I believe you two will need to have a chat. You will have safe passage through my lands. Simply journey east towards where the dark sun falls, and there you will find him. You see Lady Elmoro look at him, and if she could shed tears, she would. But her face simply scrunches, contorts in an alien way.
Quick, someone press the digitate some tears on her.
Do not do that.
I still mage hand a hanky over to her because I'm a gentleman.
She takes the hanky and dabs away the necrotic pus that pours out of her tear ducts.
Well, that's
Hey.
a nice way to end it, huh?
Yep. She dabs her eyes. Says, "Thank you for the courtesies."
Cool.
Quick thing out of character. Steven, can you actually say anything?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. Do you have anything you want to say to the Bone Lord before we depart?
Not to the Bone Lord.
Ooh, who do you want to talk to?
Ooh.
The group after we're alone.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
The Bone Lord opens up the castle, gives you a faint bow, and bows upon you a token of his esteem. It is an ancient, brittle bone, and he whispers into each of your ears as he hands you a piece of this bone, which he shatters into 4 pieces. When shattered, it allows you, as a reaction, it allows you to automatically pass a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Take
What is
this.
this?
Intriguing.
Take this as a token of the wisdom that your friend has brought here today. I wish you well. It frightens me to say, but the fiend knows quite a lot about being good. What odd times these are. He gives a faint
Hey,
bow.
look.
Go ahead.
Look. Say it takes one to know one, man. Wait, wrong epithet. Excuse me, your majesty.
Silas is high.
So,
I bid you well. Avail yourself of the remaining wonders of my kingdom, and I hope, in the time when it comes, we can say goodbye. Again, I bid you adieu. A swirling
bye.
mire, a swirling mire of black sand engulfs you, and you find yourselves in a large field where peasants toil over shattered grasses. But in the distance, you see a black ebon mass roiling, beckoning and welcoming you. You recall that these are the transitory zones between the domains. He has placed you right where you need to go. And Asger, for your purposes, you are very much alone. It's just the whole gang and Lady Ilmaro.
She's honorary.
She's part of the family now.
Yeah,
All right,
she's the Scooby.
all right. You find yourselves, in relatively tolerable climbs. What would you all like to do?
Oh man. That was a good bowl of grits. Oh wait, I can't remember that. Never mind. Wait, I say, oh man, I'm hungry.
So, Asger, what
I'll,
would you like to say?
I'll give you a ration.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Lord. What this? So you said we're just in the middle of a field.
Yeah, there's like peasants toiling around in the distance, and you can see overlords on their horses whipping the peasants to furrow the ground harder. It's oppression all around you, but they're nowhere near you.
It's a pity.
All right. So Asger is going to, I guess, as Ponike hands the ration over to Silas, Asger is going to sit down and kind of motion for everybody else to do the same.
I sit by my
Right there.
buddy. Hey, buddy. What, your legs tired?
Not exactly.
Okay. You want some? I'll kind of like show him the beef jerky.
Mm. Not sure whether or not to inform you of something that just happened or just let you live on in ignorance, but
Oh,
we did just eat.
we
You were
did.
very high.
You saw me. All for
Yes.
me. He'll just pop the whole thing in his mouth, and then he'll go and he'll spit it back out again and take a bite like a human, and he chews.
So, everyone, that was. I have to say, I'm rather proud of where we've come, how far we have traveled down the path that we are currently on. To hear the wisdom in your words, Milo, Ponike, Silas, to hear all these things and to not need to say anything myself. There were many times in that conversation when I thought of things but never decided to say anything, and lo and behold, someone else says or gets to the exact same point that I wanted to make. It speaks volumes to me that we have gone from a group of strangers so long ago to the family that now sits here together. I I have to thank you, all of you, because without you, this mission would be impossible. Yet with you, I do not hope that we will succeed. I know we will, and that gives me great pride.
That's real sweet.
Couldn't have done it without you, Asker.
Damn well
Me
couldn't.
most of me perhaps most of all. I couldn't have done it without you.
I think me most of all in other ways. You remember that time, those times you caught me and I was falling, but you caught me on your stick? Thank you. I remember
Oh,
Of
that.
course.
in battle, there's we could all go into the times we've saved each other, but specifically just changing my brain to accept
New ideas.
our true mission. I couldn't have done without Asger specifically showing me, you know,
I think
this stuff.
me too. I'm not. He swallows his food. It was good. Um, I'm not the. Hang on. I want to say this, but hang on. I gotta think about it. Um,
Are you still
stop,
eating
stop,
those
Mama,
grits?
stop burping in the background, please. Yes, it is.
It's your brother.
No, it's.
You jerk.
Ooh, called out Mama for burping. Damn, got her ass.
She was like, uh, uh.
Stop it. That was your brother.
It was not.
Shut up.
Okay, hang on. Christ. Okay, shush.
Quit burping in the front room, Jack.
So, just a tiny, tiny side note. Right when you were talking about your mom burping, I got a like a work group message. Some people are talking about some shit, but the message that just popped up was, "Aw, that's what moms do best." And that popped up at the exact same time you were telling your mom to stop burping. So that's just a fun little Easter egg.
I love when coincidence shit happens like that. But Silas will, he'll swallow his beef jerky. He'll collect his thoughts, and he'll get into this kind of like, I would, I, I wasn't very nice when I met y'all, but I don't know. It's it was easier for me to get used to you quicker than anyone. Asker, you're nice. Everyone else was an asshole. At first. At first.
I mean,
But
I still am an asshole.
no, but you're my ass. That well,
Silas, phrasing.
yeah. I'm doing my best.
Phrasing, Silas.
I'm trying. But that's the thing. That's the thing about it. When I first met y'all, if y'all would have said that to me, I'd have been mean about it. I might have hid something in your bag. I tried to do it with I tried to do it with Gyarados and Belfan and them. One time I tried to take his cannon and hide it in Gyarados' bag so they get pissed at each other. I don't want to do that now. I'm
Oh,
just
I did.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying I'm
I
y'all say
did almost that exact scam. Instead of framing Gyarados for stealing Belfan's cannon, I framed Gyarados for assassinating a king. That was hilarious.
oh that's big scale.
Wait,
I don't think I was ever that
what?
smart. Wait, you're not kidding?
Who, me?
Milo?
Oh, wait. We've talked about this, right? That was really funny in hindsight.
Milo?
Out of
Milo?
character, dog? I've known about this out of character, but I think this is the first time you've brought it up in character.
Wait, what did Milo
Oh,
just
really?
confess to?
Oh no, he just confessed to
No,
framing
framing
Gyarados.
Gyarados for the king's killing.
Literally,
I thought we talked
literally,
about this in character
no,
before.
no one
Wow,
knows that.
we're all thinking the same
Literally,
thing.
Yep.
no one
All right.
knows that. Like,
Well, now everybody knows. That's
We're all
hilarious.
just staring at you, jaw
Oh,
dropped on the floor, like,
Lady
what?
Lady Ilmar was
Oh,
like, "That
yeah.
was you."
Oh, yeah. That was fully me. Yeah, I framed Gyarados for doing that. A pretty good goof, if you ask me.
that's
Wait, was he still alive at that point, or was he already dead?
I think he was dead. It was
No,
No,
he was
it
alive
was.
when he framed him. And remember, you all were walking around in Dargoon, and suddenly there was wanted posters with Gyarados' face on it. Yeah, that was Milo. Like,
oh yeah, I feel like I
I
remember.
did I did I did the posters, I did the specific murder of the king personally. I was just kind of like not around that evening, and then I came back in the morning and everyone was all super mad at Gyarados. It was pretty funny.
I mean,
Man,
in the long run, it doesn't matter, considering he killed the leader of what the fuck, the
well,
Druids
I mean,
people.
did he? Did he?
Uh,
Oh, we all watched him do
I
Did
that.
he?
personally watched him as a dragon chomp that
But
person.
That was cool. I can't, I must say, uh, Gyarados
mm,
was a truly powerful powerful being,
oh yeah,
and
but he knew
it
he
is,
was. That was the issue.
it's I don't think you know I don't think it was ever in the cards for all of us to be. Could you imagine him? Could you imagine him being in this family of ours and confiding in each other and growing?
No, I even wrote a letter to Asger's mom about it. The before I knew your mom, she was nice.
See, I killed a
I
king. Silas wrote a letter to Asger's mom. We're both learning. We're all learning things of equal importance about each other today.
To hell,
I mean, I've been spying on y'all for months.
really?
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
I spied on y'all for months before. I mean, I saw the dragon fight. I saw um, what else did I spy on? Um, oh, I saw you trying to put Belfin's cannon into Gyrodas's bag. I saw that. There were a lot of things. I just kind of like watched y'all as an outside observer for a good while before I actually made contact.
Silas will touch your arm, and he will say, "You didn't see Bill, did you?
Wait, one more time? I didn't hear it.
You didn't see Bill, did you?"
Do you mean your favorite little rat friend?
And he'll take his arm away and he'll say, "No."
Or was that William? Are William and Bill the same people? I remember hearing you talk about William.
Yeah, ha ha. Then he'll just kind of like sit by himself. Not like move away, he'll just kind of close off and be like, "I'm gonna not talk for a second."
Well, as much as we love each other, I would love to wrap up Mavar and help Lady Ilmara find her father, so that way we can get to Rizia and murder an oracle for hurting my pet.
Yeah.
Wait,
Let's.
are you talking about the baby or Fosphere?
Phosphere. I mean, fuck that baby, dog. He doesn't give a shit about that baby. He never gave a shit about that baby.
Silas
This
said,
is
"Let
why
me
an
have
evil
it."
campaign. All right.
She hurt my dog, man. I'm gonna John Wick Rizia. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm killing everyone.
Okay,
As
so you
far
see,
as the Ghost Warrior.
Lady Ilmar was rubbing her chin and goes, I think I lost a bet on who assassinated that Goblin King. Now I'm miffed.
Wait, did you bet on me?
How could I bet on you? I didn't know you were doing it.
Oh, but wait, who did you bet that Gyarados did it or didn't do it?
I bet that he did do it.
Oh, so you won the bet, but not
That,
really. So you got the money.
but no, she
That sounds like a
said that
good a
she
good
didn't.
deal.
She
Well,
didn't. d-
I
I
owe the
think you
money.
should still collect. I think you should still collect on that bet because
He's not getting
one,
that money
who
back.
cares? And two, yeah,
Money's
no,
not gonna
exactly.
matter in a
As
bit.
far as as far as the world at large knows, Gyarados did in fact do it. So
Dude,
As
so
far
true.
as
I,
the
th- I think
world
I
at
think you can
large
collect that.
knows, they're mostly dead.
Yeah, that's still all the
Yeah,
money.
let's say as far as the world at small knows.
Because everyone's dead. So,
God, dude, everyone's dead.
now,
Silas gets like a far off look in his eye, like I smoked too much and everyone's dead, and I had a hand in it. Look, everyone's dead.
We all know that feel.
no more.
Yeah, that look that we all know.
Every 30 seconds, like, whoops, we wiped out an entire race of people and their way of life again. Oh, bother.
Well, shit.
Just go
Okay,
bother.
so I need someone to just get. Okay, you know what? You are we gonna move through the dark black mists?
Yes.
Okay, so
Happy I'm moving.
you move through the dark. Okay, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw before you take 50 d10 force damage.
Ow. Oh, Silas
Roll it.
will pat Asgar on the arm, like, yeah, that
No,
was
you're
nice.
fine.
Oh, thank God.
So actually, you know what? I'm just gonna jokingly roll the 50 d10 to see if I accidentally kill Pony Gay.
I have resistance to everything and 300 hit points, dog. Okay,
Okay.
250, that's 125. I'm not even bloodied.
I would be almost dead. I'm only at 269.
Nice.
Oh, wait, did we rest?
You did
Yeah.
not. You,
Ugh.
you
Yeah,
didn't.
Yikes.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Actually, you did rest. I remember that. I think he let you take a
A
nap or
long
something.
rest?
Yeah, you take a long. You're not fighting anything, so I don't really care. Take a long
Sweet.
rest. There's literally no fights unless you do something extremely stupid.
Oh,
Um,
hey, can I real quick run to the bathroom?
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Only if you run.
I'll be right back.
I better hear frantic panting. Oh, I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay,
Asker's
we
just
are
gonna
back.
line you up
We are
with
back, and the recording is on, and we are not discussing what's going on. All right, we're not gonna put it on the recording because I will find you and I will kill you. So anyway, you pass through the Gray Veil, and who is making that enormous racket in the background?
Are you sure it's not a white veil?
Some elemental.
Please stop, Kim.
Oh
Nice,
shit!
nice. Heard
Sorry,
that. Nice,
sorry.
nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know my.
Acknowledgement. That was a nice one.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
stop.
I
Please
didn't know.
stop hot mic.
I didn't. I didn't know my mic was picking it up. Holly's doing the dishes, and I'm like 12 feet away.
All right. So,
I'm googling "come elemental" on your computer, by the way.
God, I use that one for. Okay, whatever. Wait,
Hey,
actually, do not.
I'm about to use it for "come elemental." What?
Come on.
I'll put it in incognito mode.
No, don't do that. No, actually, never. Don't type anything into the search bar. Just don't. As a Christian, just don't do it. So anyway, you
Okay,
find
fine.
your no. Okay, you can Google "come elemental," but you have to sign an
No,
NDA after.
I'll use my phone. It's fine.
God, thanks, Dad. Jesus. You find yourself in a silent cemetery. At its center, a small vigil with writing in Draconic.
What'd that be say?
It says, "To my departed beloved, Arandus Vol." Lady Ilmaro sees the writing and steps forward and places her hand upon the vigil, which bears a vague resemblance to her. I believe he may be near. As she says this, you feel a rumble beneath your feet. Here, 1 second. I have to. As you hear this, you feel a rumble beneath your feet and a kind of. The ground ahead of you begins to rip and tear, and out, emerging from the shadows, a large,
Jesus fuck, he's huge.
green tinged dragon with tattered flesh clinging to long, desiccated, and drowned, no way, and dedicated to. God damn it, I can't pay attention after I see this. I'm just going to open up my block for this blurb so I don't have to fucking read that. All right. The tattered remnants of what is unmistakably a Draco-Lich emerge from the ground, its bones rattle in the cold air reverberating off of the great statues and tombs around you. My wonder, my joy. Is that you, my daughter? Huh. Lady Ilmaro drops to her knees almost, places her hands upon her face, and comes forward and embraces the snout of her father. And you could tell if they could shed tears, they would. They hold each other for several moments. A quiet falls upon them. I did not think that you still lived. I'm sorry for not searching farther, but your mother said that you had been slain, and I could not bear the thought of your departure. I understand. I found myself lost for some time and thought you missing as well. I am shocked to see you. But where is mother? Ah, she does not dwell far from here. She rules over a domain of her own construction, known as the Last Desert. She goes now by the name of the Queen of all Tears. Sorrow and loss and yearning are all that she knows. I have gone to visit her, but not even the sight of I, her former lover, can shake her from her dread stupor. My love is not enough to shake off whatever curse she has. That maybe your face could, my child. She thought that you, my sweet, would unite the Drakons and the Elves and end that ageless feud. And it did. Oh, it brought them together, but only to end you. I am sorry that you were taken by them. You should have been safe. I should have done more work to keep you safe. You see him sink his head down to the ground, and Lady Ilmaril places a hand upon his skull, I suppose. He doesn't have any flesh. I forgive you, Father. You did not know. You tried. Ah, but that is not all. I was the one who told the dragons and the elves of your creation. I thought the knowledge of you would unite these disparate peoples in peace, but it bound them only in fear. That is what I ask forgiveness for. You see Lady Ilmaril clench a fist, thinking of 3,000 years. She's wondered what she would do to the person who betrayed her. She unclenches. I believe 3,000 years is enough time to allow a grudge to end. Out, out, brief candle. Never more shall I see that light. But, Father, how will we reach Mother? And what makes you think the sight of me will warm her cold heart? I've seen upon her. She weeps, and she weeps alone for her lost daughter. I hope that you may free her from that curse. I will try, Father, and if I break her from those moorings, I shall see that you two are reunited. Thank you, my wonder. He moves forward ever so slightly, and the embrace firmly. Actually, I have to move him back so I can actually simulate him moving forward. And the embrace. And almost, you can feel, despite this cold place, a sense of warmth between these two destitute creatures. They continue to embrace in silence for over a minute.
Yeah, Asger's seriously just sitting there like, oh, okay. I feel real guilty.
Can I notice that and just kind of like come over to him and just kind of give him a pat on the arm?
Yeah,
And
you're more than
soft
welcome to. Go
admonition?
ahead.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Look, they're happy. It's okay.
They cease embracing. Ah, my wonder. Are these friends? You see Lady Ilmaril raise her head up to her father, and then turn around cheekily. Yes, I believe that can be said now. Please introduce yourselves. This is my father. I actually never knew his name. He was simply known as the Emerald Claw.
Hello, Mr. Claw. You're very tall. My name is Silas the Piper. This is my friend Asger. Asger, tell him your name.
Asger kind of hangs his head, then looks up. Kind of, you see him like just kind of like shake himself to like get back to his normal self, and he's like, "Excuse me for this oddity for a second," and he takes his duster off,
Hmm.
showing the full death mark that has pretty much taken over everything except for his right arm at this point of his chest, back, and arm.
I hold the duster for him, I guess.
And
Bad.
he looks at the Emerald Claw and at Elmaro, sighs, and says, "It is a pity that creatures of our kind cannot live in peace, especially those born of love."
It
I'm
is a shame.
unsure if you know my father, Jorgen Mungunda. You might.
If he had eyes, they would widen.
I am like your daughter in a way. Different path, a different time. I am sorry for what you have had to go through, for the ignorance of others. And as my friend here said, I am Asger. Asger, and he kind of smiles. Asger Dirik.
You see him rise up on his haunches and go, "Did you say that your father's name was Jormungandr?
I did indeed.
Is your mother Inga?"
She is.
Jormungandr is my brother.
He's your uncle! Silas screams. You
Asker's
got
just
an
like,
uncle!
it seems that is the case. That would make, and he looks at Elmaro, you, my cousin.
That's your cousin! Ask her! And he
You see
turns
her.
like
You see
running around.
her.
You got a cousin! You got a cousin!
Lady Ilmaro looks you up and down and goes, "I think we know which side of the family the good looks comes from."
Got his
Got
ass.
him.
Asker just kind of like smirks and says, "Of course we do."
Oh, Milo. Yeah, Milo's kind of like Milo's surprised at this revelation, but he doesn't make any noise until the gasp was just Andre making the gasp. But when Ilmaro hits him with that zinger, Milo just like is dying laughing.
Fucking, I'm the last name has not escaped me. You pute. I'll get your ass.
Well, young man,
Milo's still laughing, and he slaps Asger on the back as he laughs.
Asker
You're
just
him.
kind of like smiles at him and then looks to the other two.
Silas is
The
full on dancing with your coat.
uh, well, the one dancing with my coat has already introduced themselves. The one over here, laughing his tail off. Hey, and he like claps you not hard on the back, but hard enough that it's like, hey, introduce yourself.
Yes, Milo Malfax.
He gives that
Pleasure to be.
faint bow. A pleasure to meet you as well.
Oh, and I'm Ponike. No last name or title, like just Ponike.
She doesn't have a cousin. But you do! Silas is just absolutely tickled that you have family now. Beyond your mom and dad.
Asger's just flabbergasted. He's just sitting here like, what the fuck is
What?
happening?
All those cookouts I missed.
You may refer to me as Vercingetorix. I posted the name. It's fucking Gaulish.
Vercingetorix.
But you, Asger, may call me Uncle.
Well, thank you, Uncle.
He lets out a kind
That's
of
so sweet.
warbling kind of chortle. I believe we've learned a lot of things today. I suppose, before you leave, because I imagine you're in a hurry to see her, is there anything you wish to know? I have been around for quite some time.
How do we oh, never mind. I don't know what to ask you. It's nice to
Oh,
meet you though.
we just need to align the plane and then dip.
Yeah.
No questions for the likes of I.
I
Yeah,
really
how
feel
do we
bad
align the
about that
plane?
thing, but I thought we just had to feel bad about things.
You must gain the respect of the various lords of the domain. I can feel, based on the expression on your face, that you've already done it some way. How?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You kind of crickled.
Okay. Now, I
Yeah.
can tell, based off of your expression, that you have earned the favor of someone. That is one of the requirements to bring this place into alignment. Who did you meet?
The Bone King.
Ah.
Yeah, right.
Do you know his real name is Jeremiah?
Shut up. It is not. I knew a
We are
Jeremiah.
we are learning so many new things today.
This is good. Hey,
Was he ever a bullfrog?
Never.
Oh,
Shame.
a life squandered.
If you had the
There's an
choice to be anything and you choose to not be a frog, you are doing yourself a disservice.
I wish I was a frog sometimes. Sometimes you can't turn me into a frog, can you?
I can actually.
I don't want you to. I just wanted to not be afraid of the unknown. God, you're tall.
I'm a large man. Now, if you'd like, I could turn you into a frog.
No,
Would you like
thank
to
you.
be a frog?
No, thank you. No. I
All
don't think
right.
I'm in the headspace to be a frog right now.
Not a
Well,
single other thing for the likes of I.
um, how did now this is going to sound rude, but is Ilmaro's mother as big as you?
Asger just like
you can't just ask
turns
people
and looks at
how
Ponike and goes,
strong.
same situation as my family.
Yeah, I mean, I had the same question, but I didn't want to ask your parents, so I figured asking your
Uncle?
uncle
That's
is
not fair.
slightly better than asking your mother.
No.
Well,
I figured it's a hair more respectful to ask your uncle how sex between a dragon and an elf works.
Don't say that out loud. I smother her with his duster. Be gone.
You're gonna burn it.
Oh, ew. And he goes and grabs the duster. And then he starts like blowing on the duster, and then he gets like cartoony pissed, so he starts trying to blow Panike out like a candle.
Right. So you've heard that they can literally turn Silas into a frog. I know for a fact my father can have a humanoid form. That's the assumption I'm going to go with.
We think
I
about
see.
that too much in this group.
Yes, we do.
We do. It's icky. Anyway, here's your coat back.
Thank you.
He's a very good dancer.
Well, I believe you should be on your way. If you'd like, I could lend you a ride to the edge of this domain. Would you
Yes,
care for that?
please.
Yes.
I care very much so.
Wait. Before we go, what other lore? How many more people do we need their blessings?
You need 3. But I imagine that if you pull off what you hope to pull off with the Lady of All Tears, you'll get the Dread Empress herself to give you
So
passage.
you make 2. So
I
then your
I am
wife
no
makes
lord.
3.
I am no lord here.
He just lives here.
Who's the lord of this domain then?
Hmm.
This
The
domain.
the Lady of All Tears. Manara, my lover, my beloved.
Well, let's go get her blessing, and then we'll go get. Then we'll just have to find one more person.
That-
Wait, was
did you-
that elder brain we met? Was he a lord? Did we
No,
get
I
his
think he was
blessing?
like a bug in the walls.
He gave us the answer. If we get the Mistress of All Tears, then head lady that we met first, who was rather rude, will give us her approval. And, well, if we have
And to-
hers, then that's kind of the end of it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Climb atop my back, and you shall see the land of dread, as only a dragon can.
We'll fly and land on his back.
He looks at you and scoffs. You call those wings? And he unfurls his wings, the tattered flesh withering away into dust. An enormous gust billows out. I shall show you what flight really is. He has a flying speed of 400.
Go! Damn, bitch.
Our
And,
ears
My
are
dude can
popping like
fly.
and he
crazy.
can bonus action dash too. So this is going to be
Holy
fun.
shit. Can we cast haste on him?
Do you want
Oh my
to?
god, that's awesome.
Don't waste a spell
Dude, that
slot by
kicks
also
Hit
ass.
wasting
mock
a spell.
something.
Motherfucker is literally a 747 if we cast haste on him.
What is that? That's okay. Action dash, bonus action dash, extra action dash.
Hang on. I'm doing the math right now.
That's 1,200 feet, right? How fast is he going in miles per hour?
Hang
1,200
on.
feet per 6
So
seconds.
he has his movement, he has his action, he has his extra action from haste, and he has his bonus action. Oh, and if he has 2 levels of fighter, he could action surge.
Just give me the miles per hour, and I'm gonna have him fly you to the destination. So is someone gonna actually going to cast haste on him to turn him into a 747?
Might as well. I don't have the spell, but I would waste the spell slot to do it.
Buckle up.
I'll give it
Buckle
to
up
you.
indeed.
So you hop on, you grip the remnants of his rib cage, and you accelerate into the air with bewildering speed. Everyone make a con save because you're moving so fast, it's disorienting to your body.
Oh, great, thanks. Me who has a
Wouldn't
12 con.
wouldn't we also need to make a strength save to hold
Awesome.
on?
Make a strength save, Asger, and you're going to do such a great job that you're going to actually hold anyone else that fails. You did
Yeah.
fine, Silas. You're like this is not. It's like you got on the roller coaster and you're about to go over the crest of the hill, and eventually you get over the crest of the hill and you start going down, and then you're enjoying yourself instead of being horribly terrifying. That's what's happening to you right now.
600 and oh, sorry, 363 miles an hour.
Oh, that's not that
That's
bad.
so fast.
That's
Not
No, that's
Not
really
quite a
fast.
boa.
not as fast as I can. Not as fast as I got my wizard to go, but still pretty fast.
all right.
Technically, that's a 28 because it can't be lower than my strength score.
So stupid. God, I love when barbarians are so fast. All right, let me make Milo's con save. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. All right, so a lot of you hold on with dear life. Panike, you actually slip. But Asgard just does his customary thing where he grabs you by the arm and goes, "Gotcha." As
I
you,
imagine he just holds us like a seatbelt.
yeah, he does. He just like he wraps you around his waist like a belt and just ties you, and you're like done. So you careen through the air, and you can see below you um, the place of all tears. It is a
Oh
what?
my god! Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah.
If he has an action surge added onto his speed, guess how many feet per second he moves?
How many?
500?
666.
Oh my god.
Base.
Feet per second?
Amazing.
Damn.
Which
All right,
is
Olivia.
450, which is the average speed of a 747.
Wow, that is actually hilarious.
Or
Okay,
the average speed of a private jet.
so anyway, you're cruising over the lands of the Black Desert. It's a realm of black sands and half-buried monuments, and you can see the desert expands out into the distance. Further in the distance, seemingly beyond the horizon, reflected to you by some bizarre mechanism of the last desert, you see a large, illustrious temple festooned with crystals, black, barely glistening in the dread night, under a dark moon. Upon the sight of this, the Emerald Claw stops, hovers, and begins his descent to the ground, where he plops upon the black sand that comes up in a great torrent. I will not be taking you any further from here. I do not like being any closer. It causes me too much pain. Make your way on foot. Be wary of the ruins you come across. There are many old things hidden here, lost to even the time of gods. I wish you well. If you succeed, yell my name into the winds, and the memory of that sound will come to me, and I will return and ferry you away from this place. And then we shall see. I wish you luck. His wings unfurl again, a brief flourish, and he flies into the sky, disappearing with a moment's notice.
Nice meeting you.
You see him kind of do like a barrel roll almost, and you can see him pretty distinctly wave a wing at you before he disappears into the horizon.
He waved at me. Is that good luck?
Yes.
I like him.
Me too.
Can we all call him Uncle?
Yeah, can he be
You
a
should have asked him. He probably would have said yes. He's a pretty chill guy.
Yeah.
What?
I'm personally retconning that so that now I'm nephew Milo to
Oh,
that
yeah.
cool dragon.
All right.
Heaven.
Give me a survival check to see how you navigate this horrifying quagmire of violence and despair.
Uh-oh. 24, okay.
I'm going to go with Silas's unless somebody wants to be a big boy and roll higher than a 24.
Look.
What?
You have a nat and I got higher than you, that feels so good. That doesn't happen to me. Silas is just so he's not that high anymore, but he's coming off the high of having a nice interaction with something for once. And so he's like, "Oh, this ain't bad. Let's go here." You know?
All right, Ponike and Salas, you bump heads together,
Ah,
and you come across a quick route over the desert sands.
off we go.
You make your way across the black desert sands, and you come across a variety of tattered ruins. Eventually, you see a temple, half buried in the sands. Let me activate this fucking stupid map.
The Lost Lord. Cool. Cool map, man. These some cool maps.
I'm a firm believer in good maps. Um, it's a temple buried in the side of a stately mountain, shrouded in black sands, ringed in shadows. Now, Milo, this temple is made of what you would remember as furious red stone, but the memory of it has been blighted into a pale pink, barely discernible amongst the swirling black clouds of sand. This, you will remember distinctly, is a temple to Eldrin Tulku, taken and
Oh,
swallowed by the last desert.
Uh-oh.
this is awkward. Hey, have you ever had like someone that was really important to you and then you had to go back to their house to pick up some, you know, some personal effects that you may have left there.
Oh
You
yeah.
kind of put it off for a while, then you have to you do have to get the thing. Is this relating to anyone?
No, no, I've done that. It
This is
burns.
kind of like that. This is a temple to Eldrin Tulku.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Ooh,
Well, he's
wow. I'm not
gone.
actually sure I've spoken his name since I renounced him.
Oh man,
Since he
I wish I
died.
had more of that jug, man.
Yes. That is I haven't been to one of his temples in a while actually. This is interesting.
I mean, you know the guy. I wouldn't go to a church if I knew God. I wouldn't need to. I could just say, "Hey, he's there."
Right. No, I only went there for special appearances. I was
Oh yeah.
mostly a celebrity guest at these types of temples.
Oh yeah. Man, that's a good point. That must have
I
been.
mean, in I was basically like a battle pope, I
Oh,
guess.
that's cool.
The door in
Well,
the
until I killed my god, I guess it was pretty cool.
Well, you know, we all you can't be battle pope forever.
now
Yeah.
ahead of you is the large brass door of the temple sealed shut. An infernal over the top of the brass door. It says, "Only they with the blood of treachery may cross this shred threshold, and only they who have done the greatest treachery may unlock it while it is sealed." There is a large handprint shaped thing in the characteristic shape of a Rakshasa's paw on the front of the door. Faint, ancient remnants of Rakshasa blood lie upon a spike at the center of the palm.
Seems like it's talking to you, friend.
It this you know this seems very targeted specifically towards me as an individual.
It
This
does indeed.
I mean,
oddly specific,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'll
This
try
is
it.
incredibly specific.
What?
Actually.
As me and Milo are talking, you're just gonna run up.
And you're a hammer.
Yeah,
Give
I
me
just try it.
You're gonna stab your hand with the spike.
Yeah, I'll just put my hand in it.
Give
Wait,
me
wait. Why are you doing it?
give me
Because
a
we're
con
sitting here
save.
talking.
Okay, no. Okay, wait. Hang on. Wait.
That's his door.
Milo's gonna try to get in the way because
This is my fault. It was
this is
made for me.
obviously for Milo.
All right,
This is like, yo, what? It's
Ponike and
like
Milo,
would
give
Marlo
me.
Malfax please come to the stage?
Like
And then
someone
Ponike
blowing out
is like just sauntering on
literally.
over to the steps. It's like, oh, I guess they're calling me.
Blowing
It's
out your
like, nah,
birthday
bitch.
cake.
Well, the most treacherous thing that she could think of would be to see that it's obviously for you, and then to take away the joy of opening the door.
Okay, while that is rather treacherous, I think betraying the god of treachery, I think trumps it a little.
He has a point. Now, why don't you two
Okay.
give me a contest? You can pick any physical stat you want, dex or strength.
Oh, it's gotta be. Can it be con?
Hey, look, we both have bad physical stats. It's fine. I guess I'll go Dex.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Dex it up. Come on. Dex me.
oh,
Dex me.
gabagool. Let's see what we got
Oh, I
here.
can't even see that.
Here, let me fucking do it for you.
Thank you.
Whoops, that was a.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right.
So, do you place
Yeah.
your hand
I'm like,
upon?
yeah, I'm like, nuh-uh, and then I stab my hand on it, and then I'm like, ouch.
You stab your hand upon the spike. Your blood seeps into the metal and it begins to glow ever faintly. And in Infernal it says, "Welcome, speaker. Long have we awaited your return." The door creaks open and pitch black mist barrels out from the bottom, seeping over the landscape. And in the interior, dimly lit, is the temple itself.
Great. Cool. I'm ve- I'm I'm not uncomfortable at all with this arrangement. Yes.
You want
This
us to
is
hold your
very
hand?
good.
We'll hold your hand on the way in, man. It's okay. This is a lot.
As you go, you can go ahead and actually enter the temple. As you enter into the temple, bright red, actually pale pink light lights upon you.
Oh my god, is this a bimbo temple? Are we about to get bimbo-fied, Ian? You have to tell me if we're about to get bimbo-fied.
No, you're not. That's weird. Why would you say that? Like,
Let me just close something real quick.
Click,
Can we
click,
take
click,
5,
click,
guys?
click, click, click.
We're about to get Milo-fied.
It's a bright pink.
We're about to get
It's a
mouse
bright
back.
pink temple.
I'm about it now.
the lights shine upon you, and it says, "Welcome, Proctolo, to your dread citadel. Long have we awaited your return."
Great. That's really great and cool, and I like that
Wait,
this is happening right now.
God,
who's talking right now?
just some
Make
Milo.
a
guy.
Oh, and
make a perception check.
It's the rug. Down here, sir.
Nothing. Nothing.
I want to perceive.
Gonna spend a sorcery point.
What?
Can I take the 28?
No, you cannot. That's not how it works. 16 is actually fine. So, Ponike and Salos, you discern that the voice is coming seemingly everywhere from everywhere at the same time, almost like it's woven into the very air that's inundating the temple at present.
Whoa, it's coming from the carpets, man.
The carpet just really tied the room together. So, you could tell, though, based off your perception, that it's not coming from something organic. It seems to be that the temple itself, in some fashion, is alive.
so
As your
out of
ribs, Milo.
Out of character. This is It's weird that this place is still like standing, right? I mean, Eldrin Tolku's
It is.
totally Dunsky. Like, is there some
Out
remnant
of
of him that lives
Oh,
on? Is
out
like
of character,
this
this
is
is
very.
outside of time.
that's true.
Oh
That's true.
fuck. That's, I guess. Oh man, being outside of time sure can explain away pretty much any goofiness that's
Now,
happening. Is
Milo,
it?
when you enter into here, you can tell that this is one of the oldest temples that was made of Eldrin Tulku. You took over the position of Prakutu because he killed his previous speaker and then used that guy's flesh to mold you into your new body. This is the first place you basically moved into after becoming Prakutu. It's essentially
Oh my
your
god, it's my
starter.
first apartment.
It's your first apartment, yes. You
Jesus
eventually
Christ.
you eventually moved officially into Ashtakala after, a couple of like 200,000 years rent control. Am I right? You had to wait for a guy to die to get it. So,
Oh God.
this is your first spot. It has a lot of the remnants of the old guys' history in here and whatnot, but you remember palling around in here and running Eldrin Tulku's stuff for about 200,000 years before you moved to Ashtakala. This
Mhm.
temple was located in the Demon Wastes, buried into the side of a mountain. And one day, after returning from your most brutal military campaign, it was gone.
Oh. Oh, and now it's here. Hmm.
Hey man, you can finally get that fucking soup out of the microwave.
Yes. This. Okay. Yeah. Now that I know this, Wow. Okay. That's.
Please give
Okay.
everyone
Okay.
a tour of your first apartment.
Who wants to come see my booger wall?
All right. Well, this is
Also, and yes, there's a third hole in here.
I was just about to say.
Oh no! Wow.
Yes. This is the pad. This was my old
Not the
the
pad.
old the old stomping grounds. This is where my bedroom was. Here's the kitchenette. Um, I've got a I've got a what do you call those things? What do you call the bed that full a Murphy bed? Yeah,
A
yeah.
Murphy
I've got a
bed.
couple of
Murphy bed, yeah.
I've got a few Murphy beds. They weren't for me. They were for torture. Um,
What, like nightmares or?
yeah, no, this was I took some mortals in here and I named them all Murphy and then I put them all on the beds and then I would stow them away into the wall for most of the time and every once in a while I would just stab something sharp through it so they would feel it in their back while they're rotated and upside down hanging inside of a liminal space where they couldn't really recognize their surroundings. It was pretty fun, but I grew out of it after a while.
We all do, I'm sure.
Sometimes you need a king size bed. And by that I mean a really fat guy who was king that I murdered and slept on.
Would you
Speaking of which,
need
actually,
king
you
size
can
bread?
tell. Hey, let me just zoom in here. I haven't scrutinized this map for jokes yet. Let me see what we have here. There's actually a lot of weird stuff in some of the side rooms. Like you'll see that at the top left, there's like, yeah, Asger's over it right now. There's like a book inside of a hand. Yeah, like it's super fucking tight. Um, that's actually a book of shadows that Milo forgot to return.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh
He's like,
man,
oh,
Scott forgot to return.
the late fees are gonna get me now.
the only thing that could stop a god: late fees, bureaucracy.
Oh, my only weakness, red tape. No, Milo,
I
is there
like the
anything?
closet. I like the closet full of skulls because at first I thought it was just cum.
Oh my god, I like the two dead
I
people. They just seem nice.
Oh, I knew I forgot to feed Jerry before I left. Like,
Oh no.
Not Jerry. Oh no, Jerry. God damn it! All of y'all doing Milo voices is making me lose my own Milo voice. Jerry, yes, I remember Jerry.
Wait, no.
Y'all
I
have
have
got
a
Milo. Y'all have got Milo talking like this for some reason.
okay. I actually have a much better idea. So the book that's sitting on the pedestal, the weird hand pedestal, Milo borrowed that from the infernal library of a certain Hectula.
Uh-oh.
That makes sense.
Would anyone like to examine it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Milo, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
All right, I'm gonna need you to give that for me. Although my
Uh,
wisdom is pretty good.
Now, Milo, you recollect that this book is not very halal. Okay, you do not remember. You're like, yeah, there's something about this book, and I can't quite recall. Yeah, it's probably nothing that important. All right, so who's
Wait.
gonna grab the book?
Oh no. Never mind. I'm not gonna touch the book. I
Ponike.
got a bad feeling.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what
Ponike
the
is not afraid to touch anything.
Ever.
No, but I
now.
think I know what this is.
Yeah, you know what this fucking book is. Um, Ponike, you do notice one thing. As you come close to the book, it makes your skin kind of crawl. You can see that it's made out of various reams of elf flesh, orc flesh, dwarf flesh, gnome flesh that's been
Oh,
endlessly rolled over the book and what have you. Um,
Necronomicon.
okay.
No.
Um,
No. Oh dang.
No,
the,
it's I'll let him do it, but I'll confirm.
now, you grab the book, right, Ponike?
Um, after that description, she'll kind of look at it and mage hand it.
You mage hand the book, and as soon as you touch it, wait, what is your alignment? I need to know your alignment.
I fucking knew it. I fucking
Neutral evil.
Huh. Okay. That's really suspicious because that's the only alignment where nothing happens. So,
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
thank God.
um, as you mage hand the book, it suddenly appears in your hand, and you feel it tell you something in Infernal. Welcome, mistress. It is I, your book of vile darkness.
Knew
I
it.
am yours to command.
I don't
Um,
speak infernal.
oh, what? You have no idea. The book is just.
Whispering in your ear.
Oh, here's what you. Oh, here's what you hear. You hear.
Ponike. Yeah, this book is definitely evil. Like,
That's what I think. That's what I think
Uh,
Infernal sounds like.
It's the fucking book.
Ponike will put the book back on the pedestal, look at everyone, and her eyes roll back in her head, and these fires begin to pour out of her mouth, and she starts convulsing, and she starts floating up in the air,
Uh-oh. 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 Oh,
and then
shit.
and then still in air, she just will look at y'all and go, haha, I got you. No, it told me something weird, and I don't know, gave me a creepy feeling.
I hate
I
this.
just wanted to mess with you.
Silas, like, straight up is, like, glaring at her. Kind of a pee spot in his pants. Just a little. But he's just, like, glaring at, like, you wicked bitch. That's. Oh. That's mean. That was low.
What?
It's
Can't
really
I have a
mean.
little fun every now and again?
Yeah, I'm warming up to it. That was funny. Good job. You made
It was a good bit. It was a
it
good
was a
bit.
good bit. I peed.
yeah, now Milo is like, oh yeah, that's the Book of Vile Darkness. Yeah, don't read
That was
that.
light reading.
That's it. I'm drawing a line in the fucking sand. Do not read the Latin.
Gratu paracta nicto. What the? It just spawned a ham sandwich. Why is that bad? Ah, it's using low-fat mayonnaise, and you like chuck the sandwich on the floor. Truly
That's
evil.
Hellman's shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's why they call it Hellman.
Of course, that's what Feet's preferred mayonnaise's helmet. All right,
Oh,
now
yeah.
does anyone want to dick around with this really weird artifact item that we will likely never see in a D&D campaign ever again?
Fucking no.
So
No.
what happens
You
if
turn
if I
evil
just
and you become gross and nasty. It's a bad book. Don't
No,
read
you
it.
I'm
just
already
okay.
I'm already
So I
evil.
want if you do not have an evil alignment, touch the book and see what happens.
No thanks.
No,
No, let's not do that.
I know what this does,
Um,
and it's scary looking.
maybe I mean, could it benefit us in some way, or is it just a fun thing?
It is
Um,
usable.
it's a really interesting item that can raise your stats, boost some of your damage, and do a bunch of other stuff. But it immediately stops working if you perform a single good act, which I think is really weird. So I feel
Yeah,
like
I think Milo probably wants the at least the opportunity to do something good, even though it might not be his prime motivator. Yeah, he'll leave. He'll leave it. Wait, so and Hectula, remind me. Wait. Oh no, Mordekash is the only remaining Prakatu, right?
yes,
Yes.
although he's not a Prakutu anymore. Actually, technically he is. He's
Right.
a Prakutu, sworn service to the U4.
Oh yeah, that's so fucking sick. We have our own Prakutu
We have
now.
a secretary.
Yeah, so I guess Hectula won't be wanting this back now, would she? I'll just leave it in my personal library.
Are you going to take the book with you?
Oh no, I'm just calling this old temple my personal library for some reason. It's
All
a
right,
force of habit. I only lived here for a short while, but it was it
200,000 years.
yeah, it was a true coming of age moment for me is moving out of this place.
All right. Does anyone want to do anything else while we are inside his first apartment?
Got any embarrassing baby photos laying around?
There's definitely some cringy remnants of some of his earlier phases in here. If Milo
Yeah,
has anything to say.
Is an MC
yes,
poster?
I did do some spoken word poetry that
Oh,
was quite embarrassing back in the day.
There's actually a large book that says in common Milo's spoken word, volume one of 32,489. The book is about
Yeah,
a
I only made it to about 700 volumes. So that's, never start something you can't finish, kids.
oh, for sure.
So it says I can study the book. It doesn't say I have to be attuned to the book for the ability score increase to Still Harbor, right?
huh. I think you need to be attuned before you. What the hell? Actually, yeah, that is weirdly written.
I have to attune to it to read it and get the ASI boost and get the ASI. But once the book disappears, I don't give a shit. Do I still get the ASI?
You do. But I think it takes like 80 hours. Hold on a second.
It does.
Yeah, it takes 80 hours. I forgot where the fuck it says
Um,
it.
I'm gonna wait for everyone to leave the room.
Are you gonna try to steal the book?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Listen, I have 10 days where I can do whatever the fuck I want for 10 days.
Okay. I'm sure nothing bad will happen when Ponike touches some horrible cursed thing.
I know, but like she's evil enough where the book's like, "Oh, sup? What's up? How you
I've
doing?"
been
Oh,
neutral evil. I've been neutral evil since the start of the campaign, and I just never bothered to change my alignment.
yeah. And this book, if you fail a Christmas save when you touch it and you're not neutral evil, you become neutral evil, which is weird.
Wow.
No, if you're not evil, so you could be lawful or chaotic evil.
Yeah, you become actually you have to be good or neutral. It just you have to be a non-evil alignment.
So don't let me touch it.
Yeah, don't let anyone touch it.
Or
All right,
me.
give me a
Especially
sleight of
not Evan's
give
curse.
me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
I mean, I'm gonna wait until I'm by myself.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right. Go ahead and just add via plutonium the Book of Vile Darkness,
Okay.
and then we can talk shop about that. Remember, you have to reduce one of your attributes by 2 in order to get that ASI boost.
Oh, I'm just gonna reduce my strength again.
I was really hoping you would do that. Now you have a 6 strength, but it means
Oh
you
my
No,
could boot.
now
god,
I
talk
would
about a
have
dump stat.
Huh?
I would have a 4 in strength.
Oh, it's
Oh
already a
my
6. Jesus.
goodness.
What are you going to raise by 2?
Charisma.
Huh, okay.
I thought you already had it maxed.
Nope, it's a max of 24 with the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yep.
Ah, nice.
All right, Asger, in front of you is a locked chest. What do you want to do?
Milo.
Yes.
What's in this?
Oh.
Box.
Um. Oh yeah, that's you don't want anything in there.
Well, now you're just piquing my curiosity.
It's gross. You're gonna judge me.
It's third drawer shit, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically a third hole with a lock on it.
Ugh.
Well, now I have to know, and he rips the top off.
Ask her. Oh,
I need everyone with an evil alignment to roll a charisma saving throw.
not me,
Oh
bitch.
You're gonna
no!
have to roll. You're gonna have to roll that for me.
The only people with evil alignments are Milo and Ponike.
Yup, I am lawful neutral.
And I'm chaotic good. No, wait, I'm neutral good.
Blinding radiant light emerges from it to the
God
point
damn
where
it.
it paradoxically actually goes against the grain of Mabar's reduction of light property, which would immediately set off a red flag. As the light dissipates, you see in front of you, Asger, a book wrapped in gold leaf with 2 silver angel wings wrapped over the front, forming what seems to be a lock. The
I know
book is
better.
large and heavy.
Like I said, disgusting.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Can
Asker
I see?
picks it up.
Okay, let me
Okay.
see. Let me see what happens if you
I,
touch it
I
and you're
was
neutral.
muted. I was muted, but I made a joke saying that I wanted to grab it, but I know what it is, so no, I'm not grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me just read it. This book actually has a description of its exterior, unlike the Book of Vile Darkness.
Also, the Book of Exalted Deeds is way lamer than the Book of Vile Darkness. The Book of Vile Darkness allows you to do any ability score. The Book of Exalted Deeds forces you to take wisdom.
Because you're wise.
That's pretty dumb. Um, I actually prefer the Book of Exalted Deeds because it auto upcasts Paladin and Cleric spells, which is kind of cool. And it also doesn't have any detrimental properties, but it has way less perks. Anyways, you can probably imagine this is the Book of fucking Exalted Deeds.
It's a
Um,
Yeah.
good boy book.
touching it doesn't do anything bad unless you're evil, so you can actually grab it pretty fine. You
Okay.
try to rend the lock open and what have you, but it does not budge.
Hmm.
Let me see.
He tosses it to you.
Don't throw that. I catch it. Well, should I roll to catch it?
No, you can just grab it.
Okay, I'll catch it.
What's your alignment?
Neutral. Good.
What do you want to do with the book?
I look it over because it's very pretty, and I like shiny things. I'm like a bird. And
Okay.
I guess I'll try and open it.
You place your hand upon the lock, and it opens.
Well, check that out. And
Interesting.
I open it, and then I look at I look at Milo, and then I kind of do that thing where you want to keep someone from cheating on your test, so you're kind of just move your shoulder over, like and looking for. I'm trying to see if there's any forward by an author.
Right, there's actually a little blurb for this. Hold on a second.
Oh, cool.
Huh. The forward of the book basically describes that this is the Book of Exalted Deeds, and it gives you a kind of preamble discussing how this book contains aspects of true virtue throughout the multiverse, and it provides you guidance for defeating evil. And there's a large diagram that shows you what evil looks like. It weirdly enough looks identical to Milo. And you actually look at it, and you look at Milo, and you look back at the diagram and go, huh, okay.
Amazing. And I give Asger a look like, mm.
I'm like peering over your shoulder. What?
Oh hell yeah, I'll share.
What's really funny is that, oh, you're doing the detrimental and everything properties.
Yeah, I'm determining my properties.
Okay, go ahead. You have an extra attunement slot, right?
Hang on. Let me see. I'll reorient. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the Book of Exalted Deeds isn't as cool as the
Yeah,
Book of Vile Darkness.
I'm only attuned to one thing because you compressed the silver flame and the cloak all into the blood of Aethon. I don't need. I only have one attunement slot.
Hell yeah.
Only
Alright, so,
one thing attuned.
alright, go ahead and attune to the Book of Vile Darkness. Although
Okay.
you're going to have to spend the 80 days to get that ASI improvement.
80 hours.
Oh, 80 hours, my mistake. Alright, so.
Wait. I got something. Something's up.
What's up?
I would also have an open attunement slot for this. Ew. Oh, my cat just wiped his nose on me. But two of them are taken up by two different crooks of Rao. One a weapon and one equipment.
Oh, so you should have an extra space. Do you want to attune to the book?
I do.
Alright, you attune to the Book of Exalted Deeds. I'll add it to your inventory.
Thank you.
Okay, I need you to roll me 4 D100s. 2 for the... Here, I'll post the fucking table for you. And then just tell me what you get.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Can you get?
No, there's the minor beneficial properties table
Ow.
and the major beneficial properties table. You get to roll twice on each one. Just tell me what you get.
No, it's 3 minor, 1 major for the vile darkness.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Book of Exalted Deeds. It only has benefits.
Them's the numbers.
All right, let's see what we got here. 26, 83, 687. Jesus. All right, so we'll do minor first. So you got 26 and 83.
Mm-hmm.
Well, attuned to the artifact, you are immune to disease. That's okay. 83. You basically get a rechargeable 3rd level spell.
Of my choice or a slot?
It says DM's choice. If you want, just pick a 3rd level spell from any class, and basically
Okay.
you use it, and then whenever you use it, roll a d6. If you roll a 1 and 5, you can't do it again until the next day. But if you roll a 6, you can do it again.
You also
Ian.
get a 7th level like that, and you raise one of your ability scores by 2. That's the major beneficial one.
Oh no, it has to be wisdom.
No. They rolled on
It's the major beneficial
properties.
property.
Oh shit.
So
1
I
to
have
20 is
two
just
to wisdom and 2 to whatever I want.
yes.
Yeah.
That's yummy. All right, I have a charisma of 24 now and a wisdom of 18.
Jesus,
There
not
you
bad.
go.
Well done.
Ian, can I choose the cantrip and 4th level spell for my benefits, or is that something you're gonna choose?
I allow the player to pick it because I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Also, oh my god, oh no. So Silas got a 7th level rechargeable, right?
Yep.
Oh
Yes.
god, I wonder what it's gonna be. Oh wait, disintegrate is 6th. I always forget disintegrate is 6th.
Force cage.
Hang on, my cat's calling.
No, you do not get rechargeable force cage. I will kill myself right here, right now.
Hang on, I gotta. I'll put it through the spells.
Oh no.
See, yeah.
There's no combat today, so just keep that in the back of your bonnet, and we can move on to the next scene. So the Book of Vile Darkness is mysteriously missing, but no one notices. And Silas, Moral Oral the Piper, is now attuned to the Book of Exalted Deeds, which isn't as fucking cool. It gives you some benefits for cleric and paladin spells that are upcast. So if you pick a cleric spell for your 7th, I will allow you to pick an 8th level cleric spell. because technically under the rules of the book you can auto upcast. So keep that in mind. So if you pick a cleric spell, you can pick 8th. Otherwise, you're stuck with 7th. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Oh no, what was the detrimental ones that you got, Olivia?
I'll message you all my stuff.
Okay, I'm
Hello.
intrigued. All right, go ahead and slap that in there. I have to use the privy really quick, so I'm going to pause the recording.
The privy. Come here.
All right, everybody, Ponike has drawn the short straw. Things are not going great. We are tuning ourselves to books of pure evil just casually because this group just loves to fucking do that shit. Oh, cool! Extraplanar beings from beyond space and time. Oh boy, let's just make bargains with them. What could go wrong? All right. Now, I imagine that we are going to collect our books. Um, Obviously, Silas is going to proudly brandish theirs because there's nothing bad about
No,
being
he's
good.
not.
Ooh, I
He's
like the one. I
proud.
like the character becomes attached to a lucky charm.
Ooh, I love that.
I think that's the only one that's not, other than blinded and deafened. It looks like that's not literally just out of the DSM-5.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
So,
reading it in his own time. He's not like, hey, everybody, look. There's even a story in the Bible about that shit. Excuse you.
which is in this book, by the way.
That's right. But yeah, I
So,
chose the spell, Holy Aura.
now, as you. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, I have to pick
Hell
my fourth.
yeah.
I have to pick my 4th level
Based,
spell
based, based.
because my cantrip that I can cast now is Chill Touch.
Nice.
Nice.
Wait, what's your lucky charm?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it.
We'll
Fair
find
enough.
something. We'll find something weird. So, as the lot of you exit
Jumped
the
into
temple.
safe. Shuggy.
Here, hold on a second. I have to wait for them to come back. I'm going to pause the recording.
All right, if we're leaving, I'll be.
Okay, we
Johnny,
are back. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. All right. So, Silas, as you trudge outside, wrapping your beloved book of goodness, you see a brightly colored handkerchief on the ground.
Oh. Well, okay, before I fuck with. Hey, Milo, did you,
Yes.
is this one of yours? I don't wanna, like, I don't wanna pick this up and have my head turn inside out.
Wait, is what one of mine?
Look, any points.
And what is it?
A
It's,
handkerchief.
yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. Oh, yes, this.
Well,
My
that
memory's
one
kind of fuzzy, but I think it's just a handkerchief. I think it's totally normal.
Oh,
that one means you're a bottom. That's what that color means.
Jesus
Ew.
Christ. So, anyway,
I think I know. I think it. It is magical. It's just extra magically absorbent.
now,
If ever you encounter a cum elemental, you will dispatch it immediately.
In
you are all
God.
banned forever.
I
So,
don't want
back on the rails. Silas, as you pick up the handkerchief, you can see in the distance, maybe a good 30 feet away, another one. And beyond that, another one, and another one, and another one.
Oh, what the hell? Milo, for real, are you fucking with us? Milo?
Yeah, I may have it confused with another handkerchief. This one could be really fucked up. I don't remember.
Okay. Well.
Silas picks it up. Immediately, their arm just melts. Their bones turn to jelly.
No! Ah, not again.
And then the jelly gets absorbed by the handkerchief.
Okay.
What would we like to do here?
Everybody, is there everything? Are we fine? I got my book.
Punike, I have nothing. Nothing at all. Anything else,
I
people?
mean, lying about it is evil.
That's true.
Yeah, lying is always wrong. Thank you,
I'm
Emmanuel Kant.
good, so I'm good. I'm gonna follow this trail.
All right.
Y'all can come with me if you want. I follow the hanky trail.
You follow the trail over the crest of the hill. Does everyone else follow Silas?
Yes.
Do you follow
Okay.
the piper?
Oh my God, no! I didn't even mean to do this. All right, so
Oh
we
my God,
follow.
Ian.
What?
There's the last line of the Book of Vile Darkness's description. If all evil in the multiverse is wiped out, the book turns to dust.
Yeah, that is true, but you're not going to be able to wipe out all of the evil in the multiverse.
Yeah, because Kyber, Milo, and Mordenkash still exist.
And
Yeah,
yourself.
and you, who is also evil.
Technically. The technicality.
Says the one attuning to the Book of Vile Deeds.
Listen, it's just for the ASI boost, home dog. If it was if
Uh-huh.
I found a tome of leadership and influence, I would be attuning to it yesterday.
So anyway, we round the crest over the dune, and in the distance you can see the shattered remnants of a village half buried in sand. From the top of the dune, give me a perception check.
Okay. How you do? Fucking love that picture. Oh, got a nat. No wait, well, an 18.
I'll let you do that with advantage. What the fuck?
Whoa.
Okay,
Nat.
another. All right,
Lol.
everyone just do perception with advantage, and let's see. It'd be funny if the next one was a 29. If it's a
That's a,
20, if wait, actually, I have to roll for Milo. If Milo
You do. You have
rolls,
to roll for me.
if Milo rolls a 29, everyone gets the new magic item.
come on.
Come on. Oh!
Wow.
The opposite direction.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
You'd have to crit in order to do it. It's the only way you could roll a 29.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, go ahead. If we go to third crit, everyone gets a ran. Okay, there we go. So good. I don't have to dole out anything. Actually, you know what? I should have the Omar do it. Hold on a second. Where's that fucking bitch at? Where's her fucking stat block? Here
Where's
we
that
go.
fucking bitch at?
Well. Look at that. She rolled a fucking 30.
Cousin Ilmaro.
Like,
Oh,
cause
you
it.
know what? Hey, how about this? I used my inspiration that you gave me earlier to try
Okay.
to
All
get that magical item.
right, go ahead. Roll. Roll
So
again with
you have to roll.
advantage. Oh yeah, that's true.
You have to roll for me.
I keep forgetting that I. First off, through Milo, anything is possible.
Oh my god!
Let's fucking go. Let's
What
fucking
level?
go.
What level
It
is
was
the
it
magic
was a crit.
item?
It was 29. Let's fucking go.
You know
What
what?
level is the magic item?
You know what? I'm
30.
feeling brave. I'm gonna give each of you an artifact and see what kind of chaos
Let's
happens.
fucking go.
Can
Let's
I
fucking
just
go.
attune to the Mender of Mortals at this point?
Because if
Yes.
I find something that boosts
Oh.
my that could boost a score,
Wait. Actually, I have to redo the Mender of Mortals because I designed it as an NPC item, not a PC item.
Yeah,
Um,
because it's a little broke, did.
yeah, it's very
That's
broken.
okay.
So,
That's okay.
yeah.
I'll pick an we'll pick an artifact. Wow, and all that because okay, how did I get that inspiration? I was making a joke about something.
I think
yeah.
You talking about your food.
you said something pretty funny, so I just gave it to you.
It was the dinner
Dude,
from. It was the first scene today.
saying something pretty funny is my specialty.
Okay, let's start from the top. First off, the grand champion who gave us the third crit, Milo. Name a type of
Yes.
item: a staff, a sword, a scroll, a wondrous item.
Let's see. I've got a really good like shield and armor and weapon already, right? So
Yep.
maybe like a I don't know, maybe like a fucking like what does he need? Some sort of like dude. Give me a doodad. Is a doodad enough of a category?
Yeah, Doodad is
Like a like a
totally.
like a trinket, or maybe like an amulet.
Oh my God, I know
That's
exactly what it should be. Hold on a second. Let me just double check this. Hmm. I'm half tempted to give you the Demonomicon of Igwaliv, but it wouldn't be much utility since you literally wiped out all fiends in creation. So, okay. The three of you, in like an almost Three Stooges routine, kind of scan the horizon in unison, and then you all clock immediately a desolate monument written in a forgotten language, and beneath it is a safe, and you simply place your hands upon it, and it opens, and within it are the items that you will receive.
Cool.
Let me see here. Huh. Okay. Milo, you find in the chest, in the safe, a single ring. It's going to tell you what it is, so we don't have to do anything. It is a ring of winter. So go ahead and add a ring of winter to your inventory. Now,
Ring of Winter.
You just want to attune to the Mender of Mortals, right?
No,
Or do you?
because you have plans for that. I have another idea.
What would you like?
I want a mask,
What
and I think
Ooh.
you
mask?
know which one I want.
Do you want the fucking goddamn mask of Tiamat?
Yep.
Ugh.
Nice.
Gibby, gib.
You want
Hey.
Paste,
immunity.
paste,
You want
paste.
immunity to necrotic damage, don't you?
It gives me all of the damage absorptions.
Yeah, I know, but if you're already resistant,
Necrotic isn't a dragon type, so
you're right. It doesn't get, but it'll give you resistance to 5 damages.
yeah, and I get 5 legendary resistances.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's gonna make you so tanky. I'm a man. I'm a man of my word. You find the mask within the vault.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. Silas, what would you like, my dear man?
I don't know, and I'm afraid to blow a good choice for a shitty one because I don't know
Oh
which
my
one it is.
fucking god! Take the ridiculous horn from exploring Eberron, the Drakhorn of Troll, which just gives concentrationless bless to everyone within 600 feet, and also gives a D4 debuff to all of your.
Concentrationless bless. If you can concentrationless bless, then
Oh
that
no,
sounds
it's not. It's
dummy
not bless
incredible.
because bless only counts once per turn, right? The bless that comes from this magic item applies every time they do anything. So it's a
Well, that
huge
sounds
debuff.
like one of the best items in the fucking game. You should get it.
Yeah,
That sounds
that
amazing.
you can't, and you can only attune to it if you are a bard, and it raises your charisma by 4.
Uh, okay,
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Also, it has really cool
Jesus.
lore. I'll add it into your inventory.
Thank you, and I will have that.
could I do something other than Ring of Winter if I find something extra spicy?
Oh wait, fuck!
I I will
Sorry.
be I will be a chase Christian and say that you can modify your items in post. Now, Punike, what do you want? Although I have no idea what you could possibly get because I already have given you everything you could possibly want. What would you
I'm
like?
actually looking for something, and you know what? I'm like, I kind of just want something that'll boost my charisma that isn't the Book of Vile Darkness.
Hmm. Let me think about that. Oh, hold on a second. I have to add Drac. Oh wait, I'm adding Drakhorn to the wrong fucking character sheet.
That's the thing.
Milo.
I don't have enough attunement slots.
That's meddlesome. I would recommend making room for this because it's a giant warhorn made from a dragon's talon.
That's
Yeah, it's like the way this item is designed is ridiculous. So let me just double check
What's the
here.
thing called? Is the horn of something?
You're only going to be able to see it. It's called Galdur, the Mighty Dirge. I just put it. Yeah, it's in Silas's inventory right now.
Oh no.
What?
I forgot what the dragon masks do.
Yeah, they're super OP. Oh, what's weird
They
about
let
them?
you add your charisma to
Oh
your
yeah,
AC.
yeah, they do. If you're unarmored, right? Or is it just flat?
If you're unarmored, I don't wear armor.
Oh fuck, you're right. You're a barbarian. This is perfect for you. Oh god, what have I done?
I have a 29 AC.
Well, may as well just hang myself now. Oh,
Uh, broken as shit. Okay.
Oh, you're attuned to two crooks of Row, so you actually have the space for the mighty dirge.
No, I don't, because I just got rid of one of them to take the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Oh, meddlesome. Okay, we'll have to
I
think about this.
Yeah, Dulcimer of Cataclysm. I need that to spells. I don't want to get rid of your book because you made that for me, and it's very fun. And then there is and then of course the Crooked Brow.
Okay, we'll have to see what we can do with that.
Mhm.
You're all welcome to modify your items in post. I'm a man of my word. 3 crits is 3 crits. So yeah. Does anyone have any strong rope?
Interesting question. Let me check.
Okay,
Uh,
so you raid the vault and everything, and you're all looking at your shiny doodads. And once you calm down from your revelry, you hear a faint song, music from a guitar, playing over the desolate winds, seemingly from beyond a dune close by.
that is. I never like when you start them off with like shit that you don't usually say.
I go invisible and fly straight up and see if I can see anything.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you what you see.
I sign up to him while he's going. I'm like, wait, what? And then I like sign. What is it?
You can't even see me.
Now,
I went invisible just so they couldn't see me. Oh wait,
Asger,
and you have true sight.
Okay.
Asger,
Yes.
as you look down upon your view, you see what you see. The desolate remnants of a village, shattered and broken, and a single girl, a clon, playing a guitar by a fountain.
Oh.
Oh,
Asger flies down immediately, goes visible again, and grabs Silas by the shoulders and goes,
oh.
"Don't freak out.
Too late. It,
I have a feeling someone important to you is over that dune. Someone you recently told about their existence to us,
to
considering all the other clones are dead."
I don't. I. One second, and he like takes your hands off his shoulders. He's like, warn me about that, okay? Um. Okay. There's. Jesus, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know who you're talking. And then it hits him, and he, saying nothing to any of you, runs over to wherever the guitar is being played.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I'm like, to Ponike and Milo, I look and say, this is probably going to be an emotional experience for them. We should let them have it and just kind of sit in the background. Yes?
Agreed.
Lady Irma,
Understood.
that sounds agreeable. Now, as you look down from the crest of the hill, Silas, you spot a clownish girl, no greater than the age of.
She's
Can't.
13.
There we go. I was trying to remember the age. No greater than 13. She's lugging a guitar that's a little too big for her, and she's playing a faint, melancholic trill. Surrounding her, you can see the shattered shades and remnants of various clans. Their corpses lie on the ground, their makeup dull by the necrotic and tropic mire that is Mabar, and you can see that she is shedding tears as she continues to play her song.
As soon as Silas catches sight of her, he he like immediate his legs immediately stop working, and they kind of buckle under him, and he just kind of collapses up at the top of the hill.
The plane stops, and you hear a, oh no, and you hear a frantic scampering. You feel a hand upon your shoulder. Mister, are you all right? What? And the clown flips you over and looks at your face. And faintly, through the dim visage of your memory, you see the clown stoop down, reach into the interior of the guitar, and you see them almost remove a piece of paper that's been roughly put in the center of the guitar, and she unfurls it. It's old parchment, it's weathered, and she looks at it, and she looks at you, and she looks at it, and she looks at you. Is your... Huh. She reaches to her side and takes out a small little cask, and she splashes your face with water. Mister,
Silas looks at her, and his eyes just start watering, and he sits up, and he takes her hand, and he asks her, "What's your name?"
is it a hard or a soft G?
Soft.
Okay, so Gelsomina.
No, Gelsomina.
Okay, my name's Gelsomina. A long
He
time ago I was...
will hug.
She embraces you. I was given this paper a long time ago, saying that it was my father. I never thought I'd be able to take it out and match it to a face and a name. Are you them? And she flips it over, and you can see that it is a wanted poster for Silas the Piper.
That sucks. Yeah, that's me.
I was told that they were my father, and here you are. I never thought this would happen.
I wish it wasn't happening here.
She turns around. I was in a
Oh,
small...
he has not let go of her, by the way. He's like fully holding her like to his chest, like as if she was cold.
Hmm. She embraces you tightly, and then you can see her almost begrudgingly look back at the remnants of all the clowns, their shades meandering, trying to sing and dance, but they can't. And you can see the pain and worry upon their eyes. We were just sharing stories by the campfire, and then this black mist took us, and we were here, and everyone just went down one by one. I couldn't think of what to do. My hand just fell upon my guitar, so I started playing. It seemed to calm them down as they withered away. It was all I could do was play a song. I thought I was the last of our people. To think I lost what I thought was my race, my culture, my people, only to have that last remainder be my very father. It's a strange day. I don't know how long I've been here. I'm tired, Papa. It's nice to
Oh,
say that. I've been meaning to say that for a while.
don't say it again.
Papa. Oh, Papa,
What?
I don't I don't read Clonner so well. I was given a note. Um, I think they were called Dolly the Doting. As they passed, they gave me this.
Let me see.
She hands you a little note. I'm going to PM you what the note says. It says, bear with me. It is a little poem.
Ooh, that's a poem and a half. Hang on.
Could could you read it to me, Papa? I've had it for a long time.
I can. I can. What is a wound but a flower dying on its descent to the earth? Bag of scent filled with war, forest, torches. Some trouble that befell, now over and done. A wound is a fire sinking into itself. The tinder only serves so long. The log holds on, and still it gives up, collapses into its bed of ashes and sand. I burned my hand cooking over a low flame. That flame now alive under my skin. The smell not unpleasant. The wound beautiful as a full-blown peony. Say goodbye to disaster. Shake hands with the unknown. What becomes of us once we've been torn apart and return to our future, naked and small, sewn back together, so scar by scar. Was she nice to you?
She was the sweetest of them all.
Who t-
Saccharine, even, and she taught me that word. Thank you, Papa. I just haven't had much time to practice reading.
It's okay, honey. I'm sorry I couldn't teach you myself. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. Hey, just like the poem said, we can be sewn back together, scar by scar. I'm one for hope. I don't know much about this place, but it seems to not like that. It keeps trying to get me to leave.
It's. Can you walk? Please, come with me. Please, please let me take you away from here.
I'd love that, Papa. I I'd like to leave. I don't think there's much else I can help here. There's nothing left but ghosts.
Yeah. Come on, honey.
She helps
I.
you up and packs up the guitar into her case and uses it almost as a little prop to help you up. And then the two of you make your way towards the rest of the group.
Y'all see Silas holding this kid's hand, walking down the side of the hill. Like you don't think you've ever seen him more sad. His pain's running it so bad, but he's like drying his eyes on his arm, and he gets down to y'all, and he looks at his daughter, and he looks at y'all, and he says, "Everybody, this is Jelsamina. This is my daughter."
She gives a faint bow. A pleasure to meet you all.
This is Can you all introduce yourselves?
Asger will walk forward and reach out his hand and very lightly shake her hand and say, I am Asger Tiddig, a good friend of your father's.
Pleasure to meet you, mister. Wow, you sure got a firm grip.
Thank you.
She looks up and waits for either Milo or Pernike to make some kind of move.
I'm Panike.
Pleasure to meet you. She extends out her hand.
I'll shake it gently.
Wow, I think
Milo's
you could. I think you could maybe train your grip a little, miss.
Well, she's got a 4 strength. She can't help it.
I'm gonna beat you. No, actually, I'm not gonna attune to the book. I'm just gonna keep it on my person so that to do something else with it.
Huh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. Alright, Milo.
Milo's kind of standing back and kind of gives a curt nod and says, Milo Malfax. It's a pleasure.
She gives you a faint curtsy in response. Pleasure to meet you, mister.
She's gonna walk with us a while.
Oh, Papa, this place doesn't like me being here.
I know.
Is there somewhere else I could go where I could be safe? We'll meet again, Papa.
When she says that, he like snaps her up into a big hug, and he just keeps muttering various nothings. But the one thing that comes through is, I can't lose you again.
I don't want to lose you again either, Papa. But where can I go that would be safe?
I don't know, honey. Nowhere's safe.
Asger's gonna walk forward and down, like lean. Wait, how tall is Silas again? I can't remember.
I am 5'8". She'd be like 5'4".
Okay, so yeah, he's. I don't even remember. I think he's like at least 6'2". So he's gonna lean down and whisper into your ear. I could send her to my mother and father in Irion. She would be safe there for a while.
He looks up at Asger, looks him dead in the eye, like hopeful. Would you do that,
Of course,
please, Asger?
of course. And he gives you a reassuring smile. And he kind of looks towards. How do you say her name again?
Gelsomina. She is named after the gal in the Italian film La Strada, who is a clown.
Okay. So he looks towards Gelsomina and says, um, don't worry, I'm not getting this out for bad reasons, but a lot of people get a little freaked out when I pull this out for the first time.
Yeah, don't be worried.
And he pulls the scythe off of his back and flicks it up to where it's in spear mode and kind of holds it forward. And the blade, almost for an instant, retains its look of the Sword of Zerial. It goes back to this glistening silver color, bright, radiant. And as he points it forward, he makes a small circle in the air and then flicks it back down to Scythe and puts it onto his back again. And a few seconds pass, and then slowly you begin to see exactly where he traced gold rays of light to begin to slowly seep out of seemingly nowhere as the portal begins to open.
Hmm.
And
But
he'll take a step back and then just kind of look at Silas and nod.
Silas stands back up and he gives Jelsomina one last hug, and then he walks her to the portal. No, gives her a big kiss on the cheek too.
she gives you a peck on the cheek and gives you a firm hug and goes, "Oh, Papa, there's one more thing from Dolly." She reaches into her pocket and pulls out the horn of plenty and places it in your hand.
Oh, I'll be damned.
She said something about there being a lot of mouths to feed sometime soon. She didn't go much further into it.
It's she. She knew what she was talking about. We, I got somewhere to go now, but I promise I'll come see you.
She grabs both of your hands and kind of brings you a little closer and plops another kiss on your cheek. Papa,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'm not mad. I understand. We'll see each other soon.
I'll see you soon.
She gives a faint curtsy and steps into the light, and it disappears, and darkness returns to Mabar.
Silas fully collapses and wails.
Asger sits down next to Silas and lets Silas do their thing, but he's going to just kind of be there waiting for him to talk if he wants to talk or just let it all out. But he's not moving until Silas is ready to move.
I'd say after a good, honestly, God, probably like 10 minutes of straight wailing, he probably finally recognizes that you're there next to him. And then, uh, he doesn't quite get up yet, but he reaches over and he tries to hold your hand.
Asger holds your hand.
Silas squeezes it.
They're going to be okay. She'll be all right with my parents.
I never knew it. She looked just like me. She took after me. You just
She
see her
did
guitar
indeed.
all that time, and she took after me, and I didn't see any of it. And now she's gonna die. Oh God, oh, this hurts.
I can only imagine the pain that you're going through. That I have no child of my own, but in the end, we can spend some time there. We could always make it the last place that we align, the last thing we do.
I have to. I'm sorry, but that's that's 13 years. 13 years wondering if she was alive. Wondering where she was. 13 years worth of fever. I have, it. I'll never be. I'm never gonna be able to shrug this off. But I have to make that the last thing I do in this world. She's the last person I'd want to die for this. Oh God. I'd say he'd clear up after another 10. Enough to walk.
Lady Ilmaro steps forward, and you see her snap her fingers, and a silk handkerchief appears.
He blows the shit out of his nose.
Now, my dear Silas, I think we've learned something today. Hope is very powerful. I never surrendered the belief that I would be reunited with my family, and here we are on yet another reunion. What wonders does the future hold? We do not know.
It won't hold her.
Irion is the plane of hope. There is no chance that your daughter will be harmed there. Rest assured, you will see her soon enough.
I know. I I have to walk. Let's do what we came here for. I can't sit any longer. I'll start again.
She extends out a hand to assist you in getting up.
He takes it.
Ah, excellent. I'll hold your hand, and you tell me when you don't need me anymore. All right, dear?
Okay.
Come, let us brave the sands together. Lady Ilmaro and Silas begin the trek eastward. Would we like to have a survival check?
I think somebody else is gonna have to roll that one.
Oh, thank God, no more nat 20s.
Make Milo do it. He has a high wisdom.
That's true. I don't think he's skilled in it, though.
Oh wait, does he still have a high wisdom?
I think I
No.
still have a high wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh. All right,
not
17.
you trek your way eastward for what seems to be about an hour. This is the second to last encounter. And you have one more encounter. And then after that encounter is the changing of the planes. Can we handle another half hour?
I mean, I have
Cut out,
5
right?
damage immunities now, so yes.
How do you have
An
5 damage
immunity?
immunities?
Because because I have resistance to all damage, the masks bumps 5 of those up to immunities.
I hate you.
And I
we will-
heal from fire.
We will be having words. So anyway. Oh, I gotta open up this map. This is probably my favorite one that I've been waiting for. Okay. You make your
Ooh.
way across the rounded bend, and in the distance you see a large mountain. It stretches from the north to the south. It's unavoidable. As you come closer to the mountain, you see that the mountain is flanked by large ruins, seemingly shattered and having been brought up from the earth. You immediately notice that the ruins are gnomish. Would anyone like to roll anything to discern the ruins?
Is it in a
Can't
language I can't understand? Because
No, it's just like you have to physically, there's no writing on them, you just have to physically inspect them.
gotcha.
Wait, do I speak Gnomish? I
I
think I
think
speak.
I got
Ha
common, deep
ha.
speech, draconic, giant, primordial, sylvan, quarry.
I speak all things. So
Well, hang on a second. something fucked up because I know for a fact I at least spoke Goblin as well as Giant and Common and Clonish. I think a lot of my stuff got deleted.
All right, we'll look it over and get it fixed. Everyone speaks Goblin and Giant and Glory because you pick those up at random.
Yeah.
All right. Someone give me a history check or investigation to discern the nature of the city.
I'll
Jesus
do it.
Christ. So, Ponike coming in clutch.
Damn.
Damn,
So,
Panike. You
so
smart?
I
Ponike,
am smart.
you discern the faded ruins tarnished by time and determine that the ruins here are new. As you look at the shattered buildings and the remnants in the gnomish architecture, you make a determination. Mabar has taken Korenberg, and it lies before you.
Like the whole city?
Yes.
Oh no. Our a good man.
Oh, oh no!
Is he here?
Boyland!
That's where he would be.
Oh,
Ahead of you, you make out the unmistakable silhouette
oh
of the
no!
Library of Korenberg itself,
Oh
I
no.
shattered
I I
and
I,
battered.
I book it.
I thought you were
Haul ass.
gonna say.
You find the library, and wandering its halls are the ghosts of gnomes attempting to open books that they cannot touch. Anguished expressions wash over their face. And, paying attention, through the remnants of the halls, you hear something odd. Lapping waves. The sound of water echoing through the halls of the library. What do you do?
Follow it.
As you follow the waves' sound begins to peter away, and you hear gnomish muttering and swearing, faint and muffled from a ship shattered at the bottom of the cliff.
I'm gone pecan, brother man. I am there.
Uh,
My dad said that.
all right,
Yeah.
give me another perception check.
Ugh, garbage.
You do it with advantage. So 21, 27. Asger, you make out the gnomish swearing, and you know that voice. Boyland. He's within this ship.
Son of a bitch.
Here, I'll move you all down there to where he is, because well, oh God,
I'll just Star Wars lightsaber style. I'll just burn a hole and enter.
let me center the recording. Okay.
I just go there as
Ugh.
one of the open portholes.
You hear him muttering to himself in gnomish. All these years of academy studying, and this is how I go. Now with a bang. What a whimper. You'd think it'd be different. Wait, who goes there? You can see him kind of
We go
hit.
here.
I'm always happy to see you, but now it's just something else. Did you get taken by the mists as well?
Not exactly.
No.
Oh, we got taken by something, buddy. I tell you what, it's been a pisser today.
Ugh. Do you know where we are?
in hell. Not real hell, but
It's Mabar, the plane of entropy and darkness.
yeah.
I've been stuck here for days. I've been casting magic on myself to keep myself alive. I've tried teleporting out, but this place is taking me. I can feel it. I don't think you're here out of coincidence.
Astute of you.
I cannot leave this place. When I die, I do not want to be taken. I do not want to become one of those shadows in the library, yearning for books that they cannot read nor touch.
Wait, you can't leave?
No, Mabar is taking me, and I cannot slay myself by my own hand.
Have you accepted the fact that you will die and that everyone dies?
I think I learned that lesson when I was between my frozen wives and meshed in stone.
Okay. Well,
I don't need to just die, because if I die, I'll be stuck here. I'm going to ask you a favor. And if I had the water left to cry, I would do it with tears. I need you to kill me. And I need you to make sure that you destroy my ghost so that I am truly free from here and all places.
Yeah, Silas has to walk out of the room.
Orlin, we.
Asger just kind of nods and walks forward, draws his usual runes around Boyland, and looks him square in the eyes. Says, "Are you sure that this is what you need?"
More than anything, just do me a favor and make it quick. Oh, first things first. And he straps off his armor, removes everything. Right here, he points at his heart. There's not much left for it to beat to anyway. Do it quick.
Boyland. It was a pleasure.
Ponike is crying, and so is Olivia.
Oh,
Yeah, me too, man.
um,
This is a hell of a
Milo. Oh yeah, I know. Ugh. Milo steps forward and says, "Boyland, it was a pleasure. We will. You can rest assured knowing that we will succeed, and we couldn't have done it without your help."
That means a lot. Thanks. Hey, when you make the world anew, make sure there's a place there for people like me.
I can only hope that there's someone like you on the other side. If there's people like you on the other side, then all of this is worth it.
I'll tell you if there's...
Give him a hug.
Thanks, Silas.
Yeah, man.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Yep.
Milo,
As you come in for the group hug, he whispers a prayer in Gnomish. You all get a 1 use, adding +6 to anything you want.
Damn.
+6 to whatever kills him. +6 to the killing.
yeah, I'll add it to the attack roll to fucking coup de grace the little gnome.
Just make sure it's quick.
Well,
Oh my god.
I was spying on y'all when you first met Boyland. I mean, he introduced himself, and it was almost like we named him.
Oh man.
Oh, Milo all of a sudden is like, oh wait, Boyland Manistan. It's like your first name and your last name mean the same thing. I just got it. Damn.
Oh my god, I'm just now getting it.
Yeah, Boyland Manistan.
Wait, you're not just now getting it.
I am
It's so
legit just now getting it.
Yeah, Boyland Manistan.
That joke has been there for 2 years.
And I'm just
I
now
think that
getting it.
was. I think that that was. I think it was a team effort.
It
I
was.
said Boyland, and then we all went Boyland Manistan.
Yeah, I think I came up with the Manistan part because it's like Afghanistan, land of the
Yeah.
Afghans, but Manistan, land of the men, land of the boys, land of the men.
That's exactly
Oh,
what
man,
we
that-
did. Yep, that joke has been there for 2
But
I
by the
thought,
way,
wait. I
best.
thought it
I-
was just because it rhymed. Boyland Manistan.
Well, it helps that it does.
No, it's like the the land of boys is like his first name and his last name. Probably honestly, real talk. In this sentimental moment, probably my favorite NPC of any campaign I've ever been in.
Oh, agreed. Hands
Yeah.
down.
Boyland's the fucking goat, dude.
I love how he was supposed to be this like one-off encounter to, and then he
Yeah,
spawned in this
no,
multi-year arc.
Exactly.
Boyland is goated with the sauce.
He is
Hey,
Boyland and his 2 Goliath wives.
Yeah. No, Boyland's goated.
To Boyland. Where's a toast?
I'll
Boyland.
put a
How
hand.
about one last drink before we do it together?
all right,
Who
all
has
right.
Belfin's flask?
Who has Belfin's?
Milo still does. Milo still does.
You take out the flask. You take out the flask, and you see Boyland look at it and go, "Ah, I knew that kid would come through, even in death. He was
Wait,
reliable like that."
aren't you his
God.
father, creator?
Yeah, yeah. I knew he would come through.
Anyway, I'll put a
Always
hand.
did.
I'll look at Asger and I'll give him a nod and I'll put a hand on his shoulder and I'll kind of just face him away and I'll go, I've always found it best when I've been executed before to not look at the blade when it strikes me. It helps to comfort me. Why don't you tell me about your wives again? Think of them.
You see him lean back. He looks at you and goes, "Would you mind if I went out quiet? I'd like a little peace."
Whatever you need, my friend.
Hey, he extends out his hand.
I take it in mine.
You made it this far without me, and you'll keep making it when I'm gone. Just remember me as much as you can, all right? Wherever I go, if there's a place beyond the stuff we even know, I'll keep a little part of you in me, too. I'll keep that fire hot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Milo. Goodbye, Silas.
Bye, man. I love you.
Goodbye, Asker. Goodbye, Ponike. Goodbye, Lady Ilmaro.
Alright. Just gotta hear.
Actually,
Goodbye, my friend.
before I go, and I know it doesn't matter, but why is she here? I just
But
I was gonna
that's
let it go, but I felt like it was just gonna
hey,
haunt me.
Boyland, get this right. You're gonna love this. Ilmaro and Asger, yeah, they're cousins.
They're cousins.
First cousins.
Paternal as
Boyland.
well.
Boyland. I just met my daughter.
Silas just met their daughter.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And she looks just like me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Uh,
I got to see my old
Eh.
apartment. Oh, I guess that's not as big.
I'm just ribbing you, Silas. I'm sure she got it from her father.
yeah. She's even a bard. Ain't that some shit?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does
No,
it?
no. Mm-mm.
Hey,
Yeah.
keep doing what you need to do. You
You
got a
will.
heart of gold. Goodbye, everyone. You see him reach into his pocket and take out a little shred of cloth that he's delicately folded into the interior pocket. He puts it over his eyes and ties it tight. He places a single cigarette into his mouth, lights it, and takes a deep drag. I'm ready to go into the night.
If anyone looks at Asger, he is like wordlessly and silently bawling. Like it's just a straight stream. Like he is losing his shit right now.
Oh, Ponike is right there with you.
Oh yeah, me too, man. Silas,
And
rise your eyes off, bro.
you see him pull thread sever off of his back. He flicks it forward into spear mode so that it's more like the blade of Zariel. And he sighs heavily, chokes way up on it so that he's basically holding it like a sword with a stupidly long handle out the back. And he looks at everyone else and then slowly turns to Boyland and says, "It's been an honor." And he stabs him directly in the heart.
See him pause for a moment. He takes another drag of the cigarette, presses it into the black ash surrounding him. Blood streams out of his mouth. And he goes limp. He's gone.
Silas catches his body.
His
He gets
body
more.
crumbles to dust,
No.
leaving behind only the items he wore, and that's all that's left of him.
Ponike lets a single spark. So she's crying, and from the tears, a single spark rolls down her cheek and falls to the ground and lights the runes that Asker drew.
Hmm. His spirit is taken from this place and shepherded into the cool but welcoming embrace of hell. Boyland knows peace now. The wind blows through the ship in the portholes with a mournful whisper, and then the wind dies to nothing.
Silas will cast prestidigitation, and he will make a small flower appear in his hand, and he will symbolically lay it down where Boyland's feet would have been. And then he will look to Asger and he'll give him as much of like a one-sided like nose flare up a little bit, smile as he can, like haha, and he'll say, "May as well start practicing now."
With those words, Asgard drops Threadsever, falls to his knees, and slams his fist into the ground, and you can just see him convulsing in tears.
Oh no! Silas hugs him. Well, I guess he like drapes himself over Asgard, but he's
Ponike will sit down next to him.
yeah. He gives him a big blanket style hug, I guess.
Never,
Milo's scratching himself in the corner.
I've never had to. Not someone like that.
It's okay. Don't think about it, okay? You did. You helped him. As sad as it is, it took a lot of love to do. You helped him, Asgard. Don't feel bad. You helped him. You did good, honey.
You feel the cold hand of Lady Ilmaro upon your backs, Silas and Asgard. I knew not that man, but I can tell that in his passing he left a legacy far greater than bronze or gold or platinum. We will
Yeah.
honor his memory, and we will do as he asked. Make a place for people like him in the new world.
Yeah. For Portland. For my girl. And everybody else who's gonna need it.
Lady Ilmaro takes her hands off of your back, and you can see her collecting Boyland Manistan's things, delicately placing them
I'll
inside a bag
stop
of
her.
holding. Are you to leave these things here, where they are to be forgotten? Or shall we bury them somewhere a bit more befitting of the stature of such a
Oh,
man?
sorry, I didn't know what you were doing at first. My apologies.
Grief is a powerful thing. Here,
Yeah.
take this bag, and soon we will bury him in the finest
Okay,
hills.
What's
out
that?
of character, just to add a bit of brevity to this moment, since I'm legit crying. What's his shit? What did he drop? What did he drop when he died? What was his Minecraft loot?
Okay, he actually had an obscene amount
Did
of
he have
loot
any
because he
classes?
was an artificer. He
Oh,
had black staff, a cloak of protection, a ring of protection, a +3 shield, a +3 grimoire, robe of the archmagi, an ion stone of mastery, and +1 mithril plate armor.
Nice.
woo! I need a
Damn.
midnight Milky Way after that shit. Let's go.
What was that first thing you said? What is a blackguard? What was it?
Black,
Blackstaff?
yeah, black staff. I'll tell you the quick things what it does. It increases your AC, your saving throw, and your spell attacks by 2, and also increases your attack and damage rolls by 2. Um, and it also allows you to cast a bunch of random spells using charges from the staff, like Globe of Invulnerability, Hold Monster, Cone of Cold, Fireball, Levitate, Magic Missile, Wall of Force, and Lightning Bolt. And also, if you could bonus action to spell magic with it too, and if you hit a spellcaster with it, you can force them to expend their own spell slots to do damage to themselves. It's an insane weapon. Um, he never got into a fight, So we never got to use it. I studied him out because I figured you people would call him in to go beat the shit out of somebody one day, but it never happened, oddly
He's
enough.
our dad. We're not gonna risk him dying.
All right. The things are placed into a bag and given to you by Lady Ilmara, and then she says, I believe we should continue. I feel that we are close to our destination.
Wait, are we? We're ignoring the spirit trap part of it, yeah? Because I'm gonna break that bitch in half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're ignoring that. Otherwise, his soul will be trapped in it. Yeah, don't worry about that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
He is in the loving arms of hell. All right, give me your last survival check. And if you people don't completely do something weird in the next segment, you are going to align Mabar. What?
So, Asger, after finishing crying and just not really knowing what to do with himself, he puts his fist into the ground and pushes himself up. And he stands
Or
up.
does he push the ground away?
He pushes Earth down and himself up, um, and he stands straight and tall, and his wings kind of unfurl, and he looks at everyone, and he snaps his fingers, and Threadsever flicks up into his hand, and he just for Boyland, and he starts walking.
Silas follows him.
Boyland.
Boyland. And she follows suit.
Out of character, I really want the black staff. In character, I'm not going to steal any of Boyland's loot.
Yeah, no, Blackstaff is probably hands down. Fun item interaction. There's another object called a power staff, which is very rare. It basically does the same exact thing that Blackstaff does, but because they have different names, the effects stack. Um, so if you're attuned to both of them,
Jesus.
you could double the features. Keep that in your bonnet. Might be coming up in the future in the top time. Anyway, so you make your way across the remnants of the last desert, desolate and desolate, and then you come across the final vestige and manifestation. You see a pale glow atop a hill, and even from this distance, you can see a solemn grave atop the hill where the silence of regret lies the most still. I believe we are close. I can sense that the ruler of this domain lies at the top of that hill.
You don't have to be coy. You know who she is.
My mother, Manara.
Go on and say hi.
Let us see if we cannot free her of her madness.
Guillermo begins the hike to the summit. A lot of you follow suit, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
You round the top and you see before you a crypt shrouded in mist. A figure clad in whispery white robes, surrounded in a kind of pale orange light. Small emerald gems littered about her. Her back is facing away from you. She stares out of the hill in the distance towards the shattered ruins that extend in every direction. What brings you to my domain? You would be wise to bend the knee, lest I strike you down where you already are.
Silas bends a knee. Yes, ma'am.
Punike will look at Lady Ilmar and like give her a nudge.
Rib.
Mother? Is that you, Mother? Silence, you insolent fool. I am no mother. I have no daughter. You can see Lady Ilmoral kind of freeze up for a moment. She falls to her knee, seems to be almost in quiet contemplation.
Punike will kneel.
Kneel, you fools, lest I slay you all. What tears would be shed for your bodies? I fear none at all. If you come to this, the mount of my sermon, then you must tell me. And you must tell me true. What is your greatest woe? She turns around. Her face is streaked with tears, and she is ever crying. You can see the wet, the salt from her tears ever present upon the front of her tattered robes. Crystals drip off, clanging to the ground, emerald green. You! She points towards Silas. What is your greatest woe?
Oh, yeah, of course it's me. Well, today I oh, I know that in order to make the new world, I'm gonna have to let my daughter die. And I only just got to hold her today. That's my woe.
Lady of all tears looks at Milo.
My greatest woe.
Yes.
My greatest woe is that I've lived millions of years thinking my purpose was something that it wasn't.
She nods at you. She points at Asger.
On the course of this quest, I have had to slay 2 close friends and watch another explode from existence. And in the end, I will have to watch both my mother and my father wither away into nothingness. Now, you are my mother's sister. And he looks towards Ilmar and then looks back. And this is your daughter.
I have no daughter.
So you deny your own woes.
You see, that gives her pause. And what woes would I have? What would they be born from?
You. That is her.
Give me whatever check you believe would be appropriate to rouse her from her stupor. You may also attempt to cast a spell.
37 persuasion.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. All right. what do you tell her, Silas?
Uh,
Here's what you know. I'll summarize what you know. So this is Manara Vol. She thought that by siring a child born of dragon and elf, she would unite the disparate dragon and elf clans and bring peace. She did. It just resulted in the destruction of the House of Vol and the extermination of her entire bloodline, except for her daughter, who was killed and who she had to raise as a lich so that she would not die. Lady Ilmaro.
um, okay. Looking at between the two of them, is there do they share any similar physical characteristics that I could point out and be like, look, she's got your nose or something like that?
A mark of death.
I point I point out the mark of death and I say, she is your flesh. She even has your mark. She is alive. Be grateful that she's here. Go and
Mother,
hold her.
mother, please. See Lady Ilmaro extend out her hand. The Lady of all Tears looks at you. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Yes. Perception. Doubles. What is with me and the doubles?
Roll for me, please.
Oh,
Oh man, Milo doesn't see shit.
you blink really hard.
Milo's had enough of the emotional warmth for the day. He's like, "Bleh."
This
I'm tapped out. So you see upon her chest the tears smattered across her begin to wither away. The gnarled bandages around her body stitch together and become vibrant. The sands around you begin to erupt. They turn from black to pristine white. The sky, shrouded in darkness, begins to grow lighter and lighter. She falls to her knees and she arises again, and her face is that of a young elven woman. She looks at Lady Ilmaro with warmth. My daughter. To think I so lost here that I thought you would never be found. That I lost my people just because I sought peace. The two come close and embrace, and upon their embrace, they disappear.
Well, damn, I was gonna call
Oh,
the dragon over to and join in on. Well, shit.
maybe the. I'm like,
Wait,
hold.
if she's your mother's sister, and the dragon is your father's brother,
They
is
were.
that
No.
incestuous?
No, it ain't. They were sisters separate, and they were brothers separate, and they just happened to.
Ah,
Oh,
ah,
cute.
yes, I get it now.
Yeah.
It's still odd, though.
But then
Now,
wait. But then are you like double cousins? I don't.
so
Yeah.
the sands around you begin to continue to erupt white. The sky continues to lighten, and appearing before you. Hold on a second, I gotta plop her fucking.
It's the mean lady.
Hold on a second, I gotta open up her fucking. God damn. Hold on a second, I gotta open her stupid thing and I gotta put it over here. Give me a second.
I gotta get the thing to the car, and then we gotta pack. By the way, I really I just want to hand it to Hero Forge for not having a fucking frown option.
It's
Because
cringe.
it's made me. I feel like somebody who has to like. I don't know. I feel like someone who drives with their feet whenever I have to figure this shit out. Like
Okay.
I become a genius.
I mean, doesn't everyone drive with their feet? Like, how else are you gonna operate the pedals?
all right, Smarty Pants.
Okay, so anyway, the Empress of Shadows appears before you and gives you a faint clap. I see that you have shattered the dread that slackened the heart of one of my lords.
We
Are you there?
reunited a family that needed closure.
I did not have hope for your cause, but you have
Thanks.
proven me wrong.
We do that quite often.
It's our MO.
I will grant you my blessing. I will tell you what to do to move this place. What moves Mabar is what disgusts Mabar. Go to a place of your greatest creation and channel the splendor of creation and repair. And so shall my kingdom, my empire, move. You've done well. I am almost proud. Almost. I wish you well. And she disappears into a spire of shadows.
I almost want to say thank you. I'm not gonna miss her.
Now, all around you, the sky continues to lighten, and the sands begin to glow, and the mausoleum in front of you, the fog lifts and is filled with clear and clean water. And then suddenly, the sky is bright. The sun is shining overhead. The desert sands gleam with life. Scorpions and snakes and desert foxes and an oasis springs. I didn't put a map for this. You're just going to have to bear with me. I forgot to make this map. An oasis comes to fruition, and you all intuitively know you are in Irion, the plane of hope. You took the domain of dread and gave it new life. Now, where would we like to go to unite and move Mabar?
You mentioned a thing of our own creation, right?
Yes.
What have we done that hasn't been super, super, super catastrophically destructive?
Rebuilding the city of Palordrel.
Oh yeah, we did do something good, didn't we?
And what else?
Bringing forth
Ending the morning.
farming techniques that probably could have saved the world.
Yes. And what else did you do?
We ended the morning.
Yeah, that's one of them. I'm thinking of one in particular. You haven't gotten there yet. It's probably the greatest thing you've ever done.
Come up
Yeah.
with our
Okay, the name's
kill Jurdos.
okay. That was okay. The second greatest thing you ever did.
Let Elfin kill himself. I don't know, man. I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god, I forgot she looks like that. That's a cool picture.
Greatest creation.
Us.
I mean,
The
I
four
mean,
of us.
was it getting rid of all the fiends? in Ashtakala?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wiping out all evil from the material plane was very base.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So creating the oasis within
The
former
demon
Ashtakala.
within the by rejuvenating the demon wastes, which have been
Ah, that
polluted
makes
Got
by
it.
the.
sense.
Yep. So, my good man Milo, would you like to do the teleportation spell so that you may align the plane?
Yes, I would. Let's do it. Um,
Let me cast teleport for you. I think it was funny during that fight where you lost your powers. Everyone's like, "Oh, we'll just do expel," and they're like, "Yeah, that's what Milo did." And
And then everyone looks at the sorcerer, and then the sorcerer who only has fire just shrugs.
you teleport yourselves to where you are right now. You arrive, and you see Mordecai has actually made a pleasant little cabin by the side of the lake, and you can see that he has open spit roasting a stuffed deer.
Oh.
He's wearing his apron that says "Banish the Cook," and he's looking at the lot of you and waving enthusiastically, almost Forrest Gump style, as goofy as humanly possible. He's like, "Ah,
You
excellent!
put it down.
You've arrived just in time for dinner."
Oh boy, thanks.
You can feel here a certain connection to Mabar. You
Uh,
sons of bitches. All right, so how do we want to align Mabar here? You can feel almost Mabar pulling away, but that pulling away, you can feel it leaving, and you can almost grasp onto the plane.
we're not gonna have to kill him, are
Well,
we?
we have to know what it is. We have to know that entropy exists. So
Mhm.
I'll find the closest living thing that's not one of us five, like an anthill or something, and just kill it.
You you glass
That's amazing.
you glass the entire anthill, and as you do this, you see Mordecai look at you, going, nod like yes, yes, and you see him push a tree over. As you glass the anthill, you can see that the glass from the sand around the anthill turns um, the sand around the anthill. The glass turns black, and then it shatters into swirling black dust that encircles the four of you. You can see in the center, appearing with you, is the Mabaran sigil. What would we like to do now?
Touch it.
Okay,
Good.
everyone touches it.
I touch it.
Yep.
Okay, I want you to make the saving throw you believe is appropriate, and then relate the saving throw you choose to some aspect of entropy or finality or end.
Um. All right. Oh,
So
Cap.
I used charisma because charisma is your willpower. It is how strong you are of yourself.
Okay, I like that.
And the best way to pull plane of alignment that is fully entropic and wants nothing to do but to tear you down and rot you from the inside out is to pull even harder with your own willpower and your own sense of self.
Good, good. Why wisdom, Silas?
Um, because I feel like I related to like the wisdom that he has to accept that his daughter has to die, so that because she's part of the old world and all of the old world has to go. And I can bullshit by saying he rolled low because even though he knows he has to do it, it still really fucking hurts. So he's having a hard time. He knows he has to do it, but he's having a hard time being at peace with it.
Okay, I like that. Asgard. Strength, huh? Why'd you pick strength?
Because he's strong as fuck.
He reaches forward and touches the rune, thinking about the obstacles he's had to overcome, the physical tasks he's done, and not just the literal strength that he has to use, but just the strength of pushing forward no matter what, pushing through every obstacle, even as everything else shatters and dies around him.
I love it. Now, Milo. Which save do you want to roll?
I guess what's my? I can't see my sheet right now. Is charisma my best thing now?
It is.
Okay. I guess I'll do charisma because I have to. While I used to rely on the influence of Eldrin Tulku, which is like where I derived my power, now I have to take it from within, and you know what, and you know Kyber's in there. Kyber's like a little piece of him is a part of me now, but it is also Milo has to trust that going against everything he's ever been taught is the only way forward.
Hmm.
And so he has to draw that from within himself.
The end of the old ways.
The old ways are dead. Long live the new ways.
I love it.
Hail King Arthur, long live the king.
You manifest these, and chains appear before you. You pull on them as they think of your memories, and Mabar comes closer and closer and closer until you can almost feel its dread influence washing over the land. The colors get a little less brighter, and then they return to normal. The sigil ends, the smoke disappears, and you see Mordekash kind of get down on his knees and go, "Truly, you are the masters I wish to serve. What wonder the very plains bend to your will." And he gives a faint reverent bow. "I wonder what splendors you will show me next." And that is where we are going to end for today.
Awesome.
Is the recording off
Wow, that
yet?
was a real fucking banger of a session.
That was
Holy
a
Yeah.
shit.
banger.
Yep. Is the recording off?
No, I'm about to turn it off.